can sit so I can go pee.
Well, we're live, so now everyone knows you say it.
That tiny little bit of delay is kind of weird.
Can you see me right here?
I'm not giving them
No,
Are you sure?
I'm sure. But
Okay.
that camera's not very. I need everybody to sit in their seats for where they're gonna sit.
Okay. Can I sit here?
No,
You're not gonna be
I think you're
hurried.
too far away.
Wait, if I do this.
You gotta pick either here or there, and Adrian gets the leftover one.
Is Adrian
Scoot in.
around? Is she on her
just
way?
got dropped off.
Okay.
My phone is back.
Does somebody need to go let her in then?
I can block
Yeah,
Abby
your
from
Chromebook?
being on the screen.
You wanna use mine?
Do I need to scoot over?
I don't know. I'm gonna check this one first. You might need to move this camera.
This is
Oh, yeah, if it's long enough. Is it?
I don't know. I think it's better up there. People at home are probably getting sick.
Alright.
We do have one viewer.
No, Adrian.
She can't get in the door. Hold
Yeah,
on.
we know. I was having when you're late. Sorry.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
so early. On time, actually.
Oh, you're in here. Adrian's outside.
We were outside.
Well, that's not very nice.
Oh,
You can see us through the window on the screen.
She just yelled the
It's
answer.
also like going.
Oh, fine arts.
You're not actually sitting around with you guys. Grass grew over.
Harry Truman,
Not in the screen.
JFK, Lyndon Johnson.
Chris, you'll have to move out of both the shots, I think. Well, this one at least.
Right, the edge.
Because you'll be sucked in.
Okay, so I should sit. Wait.
Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford.
Yeah, I mean, you can come up here or you can go over there.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna still be in frame though. That's the thing.
Nice of you to show up.
Yeah, and you'll just have to move your desk.
Yeah.
Or you can come over here.
Ronald Reagan.
That's what I was
Joe
Biden.
Okay, I don't.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why does this feel like pre-cal right now? Like we're like, yeah, guys.
Because it is pretty.
There.
Probably. The Roger's probably about to tell us a joke. Or tell us he can hear Adrian eating. What? There's so much. She has style.
Or he's gonna yell at me for laughing.
You guys gonna tell you to say to the office. You're going to do that like every day.
He never did.
Like Adrian, I'm gonna send you to the office.
And he never did.
Every time he said one more joke, and she was laughing. And she
We go someone say like one word and I'd die right there on the spot. Oh, those were good times.
Someday.
Damn it.
I didn't even make that noise.
What is your malfunction, Alyssa?
Huh?
What is your malfunction?
Study.
Wish you were that dedicated.
Stan, what do you have a gallon
Don't
of
you?
tea?
Don't you?
What?
How do you have a gallon of tea?
It's like
Standard. Why not?
Caffeine.
For my acid reflux.
It's like 3 grams of caffeine in tea.
Literally.
Not even. There's 150 milligrams in that type of thing. Mostly I like tea.
Like potato.
Dude,
Anyway, what I was about to
Miss Charlotte let me in, she's like, you okay? I'm like, I can't. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, I can't see that in my head. I'm like, I feel like a drowned rat and I have the emotional stability of a chicken that's not yet set But I mean, like,
Specific.
am I wrong?
Andrew Johnson.
I thought you were praying.
He's praying to the presidents.
Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, Grover Cleveland, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft,
Why don't you have your mask on, Sam?
Woodrow Wilson,
Thank you.
Warren G. Harding, Herbert,
G.
Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, FDR, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, JFK, Lyndon B. Johnson,
I look
Richard
like a
Nixon,
blob.
Gerald Ford,
I just look like a
Jimmy Carter,
blob.
and Jimmy Carter, Richard. Yeah, I was in Carter. Okay. Carter,
Okay, I might have to sit that one.
Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush.
Sit in whatever corner you
George
want.
I need a
Bush.
charger and cord, or outlet. And your room
Dude, I
doesn't
hate
have
that.
it.
I want the regular chair.
What?
Barack Obama,
You could plug it in underneath here.
Donald Trump.
Will it reach over
I
here?
don't know.
Probably not. Chris, do you want to sit that far up there? You could.
He has to be out of frame.
Yeah, he's gotta be out of frame.
Okay. And you are? Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of frame.
Why does he gotta be out of frame?
I guess I'm getting really.
Why does Chris have to be out of frame?
I can move over
Because
there.
he's
where
not
you
playing.
were.
Oh, true facts.
Because the
Yeah,
five
why?
seniors
Why
are playing.
I don't like that one.
We have to remember this when we put his room back together.
It don't matter.
He'll get it by himself. Excuse
Come on,
me.
Friday, nobody's here.
Middle Saint Saints. How do you pronounce that?
That's me.
I think you just did it, didn't you?
No, where's that?
Maybe.
Okay.
Huh? It's behind the cart.
Is the car plugged in?
No.
My mom.
You can plug in the cart,
Yeah.
You can plug in the
and then you
Drive
can
over.
wheel the cart over there.
That's a good
It's always on Facebook.
Middle Saint Saints.
Not too much,
Where's the?
He was the one who wrote the whole
She's
thing.
cooking like lunch when I got home and he
By
had
the-
class.
Handle of the cart.
You're out of frame. You don't have to have your mask off.
Oh my god.
I mean, you don't have to have it on.
That is completely untrue.
That's it.
Masks don't bother me, so it's no big deal. They're just annoying. That's about it. It's been almost a year since I went to a
live
concert.
streaming, you really can't talk during toss-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, no talking during toss-ups.
Yeah, Miss
Very
Jordan
important.
talked doing more toss-ups than anybody who was playing.
That's not true. That's you. You're yourself.
I was not talking. I was
Bull
sitting quiet.
baloney.
I
Alright.
was shushing you. That's what I
When
was
have you
doing.
ever sat
We're gonna
quiet?
count every single time this family talks tonight. 'Cause you're the one that goes nuts.
Okay, I reserve the right to say craps or dang it or, you know, other
What's
words of the
happening?
similar.
You're obviously just mixing every chord you possibly can.
Literally.
I don't know why you have 10,000 cords.
Because I have a lot of things to plug in.
Clearly, and there's no way you use all this.
I do.
You don't use this Chromebook. I know you don't.
I do use that Chromebook because I had to put the movie on my personal laptop.
Oh, it's my own personal table.
Wow.
There's a lot of work involved.
So is there a round where one of you two is gonna be reading
No,
or square keeping or anything?
no.
Not tonight.
So what's going on tonight? Crisman.
Crisman, Westville, Armstrong.
Abby, this is your
I don't know
And you
about.
guys said Armstrong's the one that's like crazy.
It's fine.
No.
No,
Here.
none of them are crazy.
Nope, it's here now.
John's pretty good, but
Okay, now that I'm
Did you, are we on it?
No, I haven't joined it yet.
Oh, no, look at that.
Serve as a barrier if anyone wants to come in the room.
What'd you say?
Serve as the barrier.
Oh, yeah, you can get a security guard asking what the secret password
They're in
is.
the file marshal.
Wait, are we?
Asking to.
Oh,
actually, too.
well, they said.
Oh, I guess you do have control of it.
Yikes, that's scary.
Now, if I do that, you don't.
I can still click it back though, that's the thing.
Oh,
The
okay.
buzzing codes are in the chat. Are we on the right link?
Yes.
So then let us in.
Oh my goodness.
So for
Buzz, and when I get subbed in, do I just like join
Yeah,
it?
we'll write the code up there on the board and you'll.
Join it when I get subbed. Oh.
And then what? Will they just kick him off if he gets unsubbed? Unsubbed.
Maybe? I'm not sure how that will.
That's what I'm confused about. I'll just leave. I don't know.
Okay, are we doing GRF or GRHS?
GRF is shorter.
Just do GRF it's short.
I got it. You're like stuck, kind of.
Did you tell them to let us in? Because they haven't done it.
I really don't think we're on the right thing.
Then I'll hit cancel and see the link.
Oh, I want white.
Match agenda, Westville.
Bam. Crisman, round 1, Crisman, Georgetown.
Okay.
Click the link. Maybe I want to open that with something else later.
Shut up.
Well, you're not gonna be able
I knew
to.
you were gonna say something about it.
Maybe we should. Should name it? I don't know.
I'm gonna text John. I almost went to take a drink with my mask on.
Oh, I wish you would have.
I would have been mad.
Would have just dumped it over you.
John Phipps.
I'm texting their coach. Don't worry about it. Hey, could you put your mask back up for the 5th time?
Usually it's justice, you gotta get off that.
The only reason why I think that
Gay.
it's weird is because she said the buzzing codes are in the chat. They are on there.
Okay, I texted John. I asked if they were in the meet, and he said no, they're not in yet.
Almost. Oh, I must be short. Why?
Yeah, mine says ask to join too. It's great so far. Did everybody get a pencil? And a piece of paper?
No, I don't think anyone has that.
Nobody.
Oh, we'll pack it. Can you just pass it around?
Build up.
You really doing the math one?
She's not on a rec call again.
That call was awful.
Adrian, if you're doing something that does not fall Scholastic, I'm gonna kick you off.
Hi, Adrian.
See ya.
Oh, I am going to.
Why are your extra papers?
To pass them on.
Oh.
Happy birthday, door.
You waffle?
What else are we gonna do?
She's gonna fly. She's gonna hop today.
Just put it on the next day.
Your passing.
That's me.
Hey, at least it worked perfectly yesterday when it didn't matter.
Wait, why does it have like 10 different meters? Wait, should they have like separate meets? Or are they gonna be like breakout rooms or something?
It's
Did
so,
no one hand Chris a piece of paper?
no. It timed out. So
That
how's
wasn't my
this?
job, Adrian.
How's this gonna work? So are we gonna play one match and then watch everybody else play their matches?
No, all the matches are happening at the same time. So Westville has moderators, so we can do, I mean, we're gonna go match to match to match.
Okay.
So we don't have we might, At the next meet, we might have a bye round in the middle because we go back to playing 2.
John says he's got a score to settle.
Stanley, go to the email. Do I know what I'm doing yet?
Okay.
I said, I wonder why.
Did we win or something last time?
Yeah.
We just won right now. They forfeited.
Really?
Do I put Chris on the roster?
Hey, is Heather gonna be there? I love Heather.
Who's Heather?
She's one of the Westville coaches.
I was thinking
of
Well, I was too, but I knew that wasn't what
This
you meant.
is
No.
the thing that.
My mom's gonna be watching it when we
Oh,
watch.
I'm
Westville went
We
here and
I
put
can't
their-
trust my
Oh,
friends
no,
enough
they're-
to do the
but
noise. I would
Westville
love
went
to,
put all their
just
kids'
so they could
boxes.
mess around, but they wouldn't, it wouldn't end well.
Oh.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Heather, hi.
Hey, hi.
It is very loud.
Okay. Let's do this one. Maybe. Okay, on this.
You'll need to resend that code. Didn't have it muted, did you?
No.
Oh, yay, there's Crisman High School. This is exciting. Mrs. Kennedy, you'll need to resend that buzz-in code.
Let me reset the buzz. Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't save chats for people who come after it's sent. You know more about it.
Oh, where's Crisman? Oh, they got their own name tags. Where's our name tags?
I wondered about it. They're still in the cabinet from last year. I think you're okay though.
I guess we have all returning players, don't we?
Yeah. Except Lily.
6-2,
Last year,
6-3.
wait, she left? Oh my god. Maybe that was like a whole year ago.
So this is showing for people, and I only see 3 people.
6.
Oh, okay.
Don't put Manly. Oh my god, you put Manly.
I didn't. That stands the land, yeah.
People here.
Am I gonna say that?
Why did you guys stand demand DRF? Why? John
Yes, sir.
Fitz.
First million.
We got 3 people left.
Their names and budget.
Did you hear yourself?
Jess, are you on Crisman's team, I assume? Does it, as long as we have a roster somewhere, is it on the,
You were just, okay.
Yeah, they only have 2 people in the league. John Phipps and Jess.
so Crisman, you have 2? Crisman, you have 2, what? Okay.
John
so
texted
more
me
than
and said
people then.
seriously.
Alright.
Does it show you like how many people are watching the live stream?
4. Well, not 5.
Well, not 5.
John,
We're so popular?
I know, right?
John texted me and said, seriously,
Because some of them
Stanley?
have, like,
I'm
6.
checking it out.
Me too.
Hey, they got another person.
That's me.
No, they got another person.
Oh.
That's me.
You're in here.
Haley?
You need to check the Facebook
I said,
line.
I thought you popped out
Worry about the other. Yep, so Georgetown will get them coming up. Oh, that's right. We're gonna Stan, Lillian,
Steve.
Abby, Y,
Take that.
Alyssa, ALYISS.
I don't even need to keep score.
Adrian,
Yeah. you pronounce it.
ADRIE, and then E. Is Crisman as John,
I will keep score anyway.
Jess, AHAILEY, Laura, Clara, sorry.
Yay.
She said have fun.
Oh, you can put things in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, I
Everybody on board?
My friends
You
are
guys
doing
good?
link.
Everything look okay?
Ugh.
They have Apple.
Can you hear them? Cause I can't hear them.
I can't hear them, that's what I was gonna say, can we increase the?
Yeah. Everybody talk to each other.
That seems better.
You guys will, talk to them. Oh, you, because that's the microphone on the side. I got the theater. Guess what you
We should do introductions.
Are we ready?
I think I'm Mylan.
Okay,
I don't know.
so we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for one, we have Crisman versus Georgetown Ridge Farm.
Where's that away right now?
Coaches, do you want your kids to introduce themselves and check the buzzers?
No. Let's just
No, no.
Let's just get it going.
The first time?
Do it the
Adrian,
first time?
get the hell down.
Dude.
Sure, Crisman's here.
Stop.
Here or not?
She doesn't have her phone.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
This is what I was doing yesterday, sir.
We're not muted.
Can you say that again, Ms. Jones?
Yes, can you introduce your please?
Ooh, I got a ton of feedback on that, we didn't understand any of it.
Oh, no.
Okay, or how do you want me to fix
I
this?
don't know how to fix that.
Come closer, go further away,
Well, you're fine now, maybe it was just a little glitch.
okay,
Just to make people their sound turned on.
Oh, yeah, you're okay now.
okay, no problem. I, just wanted to know if Crisman wanted to introduce their team, please.
Just say your name so she can hear you.
Yes. Okay,
You ain't gonna go. It's fine.
Sorry, I'm just on edge. Cause this is because.
Haley Zelda.
okay.
John, my buzz working.
Clara Wheeler.
Okay, Clara? Okay, Autumn, no problem. Thank you.
Or just say our names.
And now, Georgetown Ridge Farm, would you please introduce yourself?
Stanley Gomes.
Lillian
Thank you.
Bowden.
Adrian.
Okay.
Arlington.
All right,
Alyssa Henderson.
thank you. All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Let's have a clean match. No problems. All right, I'm opening up the questions here. This is room 2, round 1. Okay, we have a toss-up. It is history. Here it is. This American general ordered the execution of 50 members of the St. Patrick's Battalion. In 1838, this general was put in charge of relocating the Cherokee westward. While serving as commanding general of the U.S. Army, this man developed the Anaconda Plan to defeat the Confederacy in the Civil War. For 10 points, name this general nicknamed Old Fuss and Feathers, who captured Mexico City in the Mexican-American War. John, please.
George McClellan.
That is not correct.
If they buzz in, they have to buzz in again to reset it.
Okay, you'll have to buzz in again, whoever was the other person that just buzzed, because we have to reset it each time. So if you know the answer, on the other team. Sign up? What that is? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
There was one from each team, and then.
Did somebody?
I chose not to buzz in again because I was gonna guess the same thing.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Sure
That's,
that it wasn't an issue on our end.
no
Thank you.
problem. We wanted to check. All right, and I can give the answer to that?
Yeah.
Okay, that is Winfield Scott.
Okay.
All right, toss up 2, fine arts. A style of music for this instrument was repopularized by 1970 Joshua Rifkin album that includes the piece Euphonic Sounds. This instrument plays the 16 notes A flat, E flat, A flat, and C at the start of a syncopated piece that may have been named after a club in Sedalia, Missouri. For 10 points, Scott Joplin's The Entertainer and the Maple Leaf Rag are written for what keyboard? John?
Piano.
That is correct. All right, so which team is John on? I'm not sure.
John is on Crisman.
Okay, bonus question is history. This will go to Crisman. What was the first one? Hang on just a second, guys, gotta check my. Okay. Millard Fillmore finished 3rd in the election of 1856 as this party's candidate. For 10 points each, name this anti-immigration political party. Its common name came from its members' tendency to feign ignorance when asked about it.
It's something like this stupid.
Okay, the other team we can
It's
ask?
literally like.
No.
You asked
The second one then? Do I tell them the answer then?
no.
Okay.
So you have an answer.
Okay, do you have an answer? No. Okay, the other. Which town, do you have an answer?
The ignorant party?
Did not hear it, is that what you said?
The ignorant party.
Oh, that is not correct.
It's the know nothing.
Oh,
We are the
Okay,
ignorant party.
it was the Know Nothing Party.
I couldn't remember.
All right, B. In 1854, a group of know-nothings stole and destroyed a stone from this obelisk, which was under construction just south of the White House.
Washington Monument.
That is correct.
Obelisk.
And C. The stolen stone was a gift from this Pope who convened the First Vatican Council and is the longest serving Pope in history.
Francis.
Say it again.
Francis.
That is not correct. The other team, please.
Pope John Paul II.
No, that is not correct. It is Pope Pius IX.
Can you repeat that?
It was Pope Pius the Ninth.
Okay.
All right.
Also,
Third,
never mind.
I'm sorry. Third toss-up, literature.
It didn't give John the points.
An unseen character in this play named Roger blew his brains out after having an affair with a married woman who drowned their infant daughter in a Swiss lake. The setting of this play is filled with unattractive Second Empire furniture. At the end of this play, Estelle stabs Inez to no effect as both women are already dead. The statement, hell is other people, appears in, for 10 points, Stan.
No exit.
That is correct.
Also, it doesn't show that John has a point for his toss-up on the website.
It's okay.
Thank you for letting us know
Someone's
that.
keeping track of it.
I like to know.
Yeah.
I knew it. Just saying.
Wasn't that supposed to be?
No, it wasn't.
No, no.
No, it wasn't. No, it was nothing.
Okay.
Okay, so that was Georgetown that answered that. Is that correct?
Correct.
That is correct.
Thank you. All right. We go for a bonus, Georgetown. It is math.
Oh.
Pencil and
Yay.
paper ready.
Jeez.
A store sells widgets for $15 each. Or 3 widgets for $40 total. For 10 points each. Rounded to the nearest whole number, what percentage discount does a customer receive when buying 3 widgets? You have 10 seconds and you must give your answer as a whole number percentage.
That's 2%. Right? Is 1 over 9?
Can't look at me.
No, it's 33%.
That is not correct.
It's not 1/3.
Over to Crisman. You have an answer.
It's 1 over 9.
5%.
5% is not correct.
3%.
It is 11%.
Wait, no, because it's 1.
So back
it's
to
1
Georgetown.
repeating. It's 1 repeating.
How many widgets did a customer buy if they received a total of $50 in bulk discounts?
$30.
That is correct. And C, what is the marginal cost of buying a 3rd widget?
Yeah. $10.
That is correct.
Even I knew that.
All right, we're back for a toss-up. Toss-up 4, social sciences. Using this quantity and exchange rates to determine real income ratios between countries produces misleading results in the Penn effect. The term leprechaun economics refers to the 26.3% growth rate of this quantity in Ireland in 2015. Its calculation via the expenditure approach sums investment, net exports, consumption, and government spending. For 10 points, name this value of a national economy's total production. John?
Gross domestic product.
That is correct. For the bonus, for number 4. For 10 points each, name these Major League Baseball teams whose ballparks have large left field walls. A, an iconic 37-foot wall known as the Green Monster is part of Fenway Park, the home of this Massachusetts-based team.
This is where we need Chris.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
That is correct. B, a 19-foot wall rises in the left corner of Minute Maid Park, the stadium of the AL West team, whose stars include Jose Altuve, and Alex Bregman.
Cleveland Indians.
That is not correct. Georgetown, do you have an answer?
We do not.
Okay, it is the Houston Astros.
Guess an MLB team.
Question
I don't know
C.
any.
We do
Game
not have
7 of the 2016 World Series was held at the stadium of this AL team, which also has a 19-foot left field wall.
Cleveland Indians.
That is correct. Very good. All right. Am I going too fast, guys, or are you doing okay?
We're doing great. Don't stop.
You're going great.
Okay. Hey, we're trying on this end, the scores and everything, we're trying to clear and do what we need to. So I don't want to go too fast on this. All right, for toss-up 5, it is math. The CDF of this distribution is defined in terms of the error function. The distribution of sample means from any distribution converges to this distribution due to the central limit theorem. When this distribution has a mean of 0 and standard deviation of 1, its density function is 1 over root 2 pi times e to the minus x squared over. For 10 points, name this probability distribution whose graph is bell-shaped.
Oh, okay.
Stan.
Standard normal.
I mean,
Oh, shoot. Standard normal distribution.
That is correct. It is normal distribution. You're exactly correct.
I had no idea about all the pie crap.
Okay, Georgetown, here's your bonus questions. Social sciences. This body of water is technically a tidal estuary on the western end of Long Island Sound. For 10 points each, A, name the so-called river that forms the western boundary of Queens and Brooklyn.
The Hudson?
That is not correct. Crisman, do you have an answer?
Manhattan River.
That is not correct. It is the East River. Back to Georgetown. The East River contains this island whose large jail is slated to be closed down within the next 7 years.
Alcatraz is in California, it's already closed. Staten Island?
That is not correct. Crisman?
We tried.
Manhattan.
All I can think of.
That is not correct. It is Rikers Island.
Oh, I thought that was a
Okay,
fictional
question
person from a
C.
Marvel comic.
The East River separates Queens and Brooklyn from this New York City borough, which contains Wall Street.
This New York City borough contains Wall Street.
Just guess something you know about
Greenwich
your
Village?
That's in England.
Answer, please.
Just say something.
Greenwich?
That is not correct. Crisman, do you have an answer?
That's how it's pronounced that way.
We don't live there.
Okay, time is up. You should have guessed Manhattan on that one.
Oh,
Well, that for us.
All right. We're going to toss up number 6. It is science. Since the magnetic moment equals this quantity times the gyromagnetic ratio, the Stern-Gerlach experiment was able to separate atoms by their value of this quantity using an inhomogeneous, there we go, magnetic field. 2 electrons can share a single orbital since electrons have 2 possible values for this quantity, up and down. For 10 points, name this intrinsic angular momentum of a particle. Stan?
direction?
That is not correct. Crisman?
That's how it's flavored.
John?
Orbit.
Let's see. That is not correct. You would have had to add some other things to it. It's spin.
Oh,
Spin. So we could have added, or we could have accepted angular momentum before orbital, but otherwise spin is what we were looking for. Okay, so we're going to the next toss-up.
You're on 7, right?
That was 6, and yes, we're ready for 7.
Coaches, can I have a check? You're looking for the right thing here.
Okay, score check, please, coaches.
I have 40, 50.
We have Crisman with 50 and Georgetown with 40.
Additional
Thank you.
That's what we have as well.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
We have a quick question too while we're pausing. On the toss-ups, like on that last one, if we hadn't buzzed in before the 10 seconds was up, do we just get that one quick second to buzz in before you say the answer? Right? Just whatever time is left?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking, thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As far as she knows, she said, all right. All right, here we go, folks. We're on question 7. The toss-up is social sciences. This country's Lukla Airport has been labeled the most dangerous airport in the world because of a cliff near the south end of the runway. 3 of this country's 7 provinces remain officially nameless. Until 2007, this country was the world's only officially Hindu state. In 2015, John?
India.
Yeah.
That is not correct.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and finish it, please. In 2015, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked this country's capital, Kathmandu. For 10 points, the south face of Mount Everest is in what country? Time is up. Okay. Okay, so nobody answered that, correct?
Yeah, John booked it, but I have them already.
Okay,
Two John? Is there only one John?
is there only one John? So,
It says John Phipps.
I want to make sure, sorry.
okay, and can I tell him the answer?
Yes.
Or do we have to ask which John was on the sheet?
That was a John, it was a mistake, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, okay, no problem. The answer is Nepal. Nepal. All right,
Kathmandu.
concept number 8, fine arts. A composer with this first name wrote a fanfare for orchestra, beginning with a wood block beating out a rhythm in quarter notes, which is titled Short Ride in a Fast Machine. The Chairman Dances is an outtake from the opera Nixon in China, which was written by a composer with this first name who was surnamed Adams. For 10 points, what's the first name of a Star Wars soundtrack composer surnamed Williams? John.
John.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's John Michael Williams.
John is correct. All right. Bonus question, it's social sciences. This Greek word appears only once near the end of the New Testament. For 10 points each, A, name this location of the final battle of the apocalypse in the 6th of 7 plagues that ravaged the earth.
Probably Hades.
Crisman, your answer? No? I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Okay, thank you. Georgetown,
Hades?
that is not correct. It is Armageddon.
Oh.
Okay, B, Armageddon is described in this final book of the New Testament.
Revelations.
That is correct. And C, a mound in northern Israel known as a tel is named after this Hebrew word for the location of Armageddon. The Judean king, Josiah, was killed in a battle with this name.
I think it's Golgotha, but I'm not sure.
Jericho.
That is not correct. The other team,
Golgotha?
that is not correct. It was Megiddo. Megiddo.
Never even heard of it.
All right, question 9, toss up. It is history. A reference to closing the case on this man appears in the subtitle of Charles Brandt's book, I Heard You Paint Houses. Attorney General Robert Kennedy assigned prosecutors to take down this head of the IBT. In 2004, the mobster Frank Sheeran, known as the Irishman, claimed to have killed this man decades earlier in Detroit. For 10 points, in 1975, what longtime head of the Teamsters labor union mysteriously disappeared? Haley.
Nelson Mandela.
That is not correct. Other team?
Oh, sorry, now I gotta.
Oh wait, she's got to reset it, just a second, sorry.
I don't-
Okay, now you may click.
I don't remember who it was.
Stan?
Stan?
Saddam Hussein.
That is not, it was
Jimmy
Jimmy
Hoffa.
Hoffa.
Never even.
Jimmy Hoffa.
They think it's
Okay, we are going to toss up number 10. It is science. You ready? An interstellar example of these objects, Warsaw made its closest pass to the sun in December 2019, losing an estimated 60 kilograms of dust and water every second. Stan?
Comets.
That is correct. All right, going to the bonus for Georgetown Rich Farm. Paper and pencil ready, please. It is a math bonus.
Why?
2 bicyclists left from the same point at the same time. One traveling due south at 8 miles per hour, and the other going due west at 15 miles per hour. For 10 points each, A, after 1 hour, what will be the straight line distance in miles between the 2 cyclists? Okay, Georgetown Rich Farm,
25 miles.
that is not correct. Crisman,
9 miles.
that is not correct. The correct answer was 17. 17. B, after 6 hours, how many more miles will the westbound cyclist have covered compared to the southbound one?
Did you say after 6? 6 times 7 is 42. 42.
That is correct. And C, after how many hours will the cyclists have combined to travel 184 miles? Okay, your answer please, Georgetown Ridge Farm.
Pass.
Okay, Okay, how about Crisman? Time?
Oh, shoot, I forgot that. Oops, 8 hours.
Okay, are we gonna give it to them? Or is it, we already called time?
You already called time.
Okay, we did call time, but 8 hours was correct. Okay,
I was gonna say.
all right. Toss-up number 11 is literature. A character in this novel contracts with the U.S. and German military authorities to both attack and defend a bridge at or via, let's see, let me try this, or Viato, excuse me, and purchases the entire Egyptian cotton crop in a business deal that harms his company, M&M Enterprises. Milo Minderbender is a member of the squadron commanded by Colonel Cathcart in this novel. For 10 points, Yossarian confronts an absurd military bureaucracy in what novel by Joseph Heller? Stan.
Catch-22.
That is correct. Okay, we're going to the bonus. It is fine arts, ladies and gentlemen, fine arts. This artist depicted his wife, Caroline Bronner, gazing at a river in his painting, Woman at the Window. For 10 points each, A, name this German painter of Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog.
Did you say something in German again?
Monet.
That is not correct. Crisman? No answer? It is Caspar David Friedrich. Bonus B. Friedrich belonged to this early 19th century movement in arts and literature which emphasized the importance of emotions and natural phenomena.
Expressionism.
Expressionism.
That is not correct.
You seem so
Crisman?
I was pretty sure it was expressionism.
Impressionism?
That is not correct. Good try, guys. Romanticism. Romanticism.
Okay.
Bonus C. This British romantic artist of the slave ship depicted a clouded atmosphere in his painting of the Great Western Railway, Rain, Steam, and Speed.
Painted the slave ship.
Just say random British romantic.
Ray Parker Jr.
So again, I'm sorry. Wait. Oh. Okay, we didn't get somebody buzzed. Did you buzz them?
This is a bonus.
Oh, this is a bonus, that's
Okay,
right.
thank you, sorry.
And what did you say? I'm sorry.
I was joking. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's not at all.
Also, I have 4 toss-ups, and it says I've only got 3.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Crisman, did you have an answer? And time.
It's very important to me
JMW
that I-
Turner. JMW Turner.
It's very important to me that I outdo John.
Okay, last toss-up for this set of questions for right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is social sciences.
Still says on it.
After this man's murder, his only son hid with Strophius on Mount Parnassus. This man sparked a feud by seizing the captive Briseus from a warrior who retaliated by refusing to fight. Atreus followed this man, who was killed in a bath by Aegisthus. He sacrificed his own daughter, Iphigenia. The death of this king of Mycenae was plotted by his wife, Clytemnestra. For 10 points, what man led the Greeks in the Trojan War? Dan.
Troy.
That is not correct.
Oh wait, was it?
Crisman, do you have a guess? Okay. John,
Is it Odysseus?
it is not Odysseus. It was Agamemnon. Agamemnon.
Oh, okay.
All right. 70-70, is that what the score is right now, ladies and gentlemen? Is that what you guys have? Got thumbs up? Georgetown, Rich Farm says yes.
Are we
Yes.
okay with just moving on, or do we need a second to?
Okay, this would typically be halftime. Do you guys want to continue, keep going, or do you want to take a break?
We have a subs,
We're gonna make a substitution.
ditto.
Okay,
We are doing the same.
okay, no problem.
Chris, your code is 626224.
I got it on the board, Stan. On the board over there.
Every
Okay, Crisman, who is your substitute? Have you logged in?
She's working on it.
Okay, no problem. No rush, just trying to figure out what's going on.
I put it in wrong?
You're on here online, so you're good.
I see you.
Abby, do you have to get off or does it not matter?
I don't,
I don't think it
as long as
matters.
she doesn't buzz in.
Just don't
she's
buzz in.
fine.
Okay.
Unless you really, really know it. No, we're not gonna cheat on kids.
Did Crisman already make her, or they on?
Ivy.
Ivy, will you say your name? And then it doesn't. Yeah. Ivy.
Thank you, Ivy.
Thank you.
That's a substitute on Crisman. Georgetown Witch Farm, can you tell us who the substitute is? Or introduce himself?
Christopher.
Christopher. Okay, just a moment, we're gonna get things straightened over on our end here. I think we're good. All right, here we go. Toss-up number 13, it is math. Assuming the axes belong to no quadrant, this is the only quadrant of Cartesian plane that contains points on the graph of y equals x plus the absolute value of x. It also contains the apex of the stand.
Quadrant 1.
That is correct. Okay.
About math questions.
Bonus, it is science. These winds converge at the doldrums. For 10 points each, A, identify these winds whose name was inspired by their importance in guiding merchant ships.
The winds of change.
I would say west.
If you don't
I
know.
don't know why, but.
The
Time's
west,
up. Neither.
the west winds.
That is not correct. Crisman, do you have an
The
answer?
golden winds.
Sure, the east winds.
That is not correct. Actually, it's the trade winds. The trade winds. B. The trade winds converge at the equator due to this fictitious force that affects moving objects on Earth.
Fictitious force.
What?
Gravity.
That's what I was like, I'm like, that's all I,
It says fictitious.
just say it.
The flat earth.
That is not correct. Crisman?
Centrifugal force?
That is not correct. It's Coriolis. Coriolis effect.
It says fictitious.
And
That's
C.
a real thing.
The trade winds are created by these atmospheric circulation cells. which involve warm air rising at the equator and flowing toward the poles.
Is it just fronts?
That's what I was thinking, fronts.
Fronts?
That is not correct.
That's all I can think of.
Weather systems,
That is not correct. It is called Hadley cells. Hadley cells.
No idea.
All right, number 14 toss-up. It is history. This man claimed he could not see a signal of retreat at the Battle of Copenhagen. While dying, this officer asked subordinate Thomas Hardy to kiss him and tried to make provisions for his mistress, the actress Emma Hamilton. Before his last battle, this man sent the signal, "England expects that every man will do his duty," from HMS His Victory. For 10 points, name this British admiral who died at the Battle of Trafalgar. No answer? It was Lord Horatio Nelson. Lord Horatio Nelson.
Okay.
All right, toss-up number 15, fine arts. A Tenebrist artist who was nicknamed this country's Caravaggio produced a painting showing Saint Serapion in white robes. An artist who produced his best-known works in this country painted Saint Augustine and Saint Stephen holding a body in a picture whose upper half depicts a nobleman entering heaven. The burial of Count Orgaz is from, for 10 points, what country where Francisco de Zubrin and El Greco worked? John?
Spain,
Spain is correct.
It's either Spain or Portugal.
Okay, bonus is history. This man was the first Nazi convicted in the Nuremberg trials to be executed. For 10 points each, A, name this foreign minister who helped negotiate a 1939 non-aggression pact between Germany and the USSR.
Heinrich Himmler,
That is not correct. The other team?
Gorbachev?
That is not correct. It is Ribbentrop. Ribbentrop.
Wouldn't have thought of it.
B. Ribbentrop would have been the second war criminal hanged had this leader of the Luftwaffe and the creator of the Gestapo not killed himself prior to being executed.
Ernest Goring,
That is correct. And C. Ribbentrop helped arrange the Pact of Steel, a treaty between Germany and this country led by Benito Mussolini.
Oh my God.
Italy,
That is correct.
These questions.
Toss-up number 16, science. When cooled to room temperature, these materials generally exhibit prolific structures containing layers of cementite that have relatively higher carbon content. The method for making the Damascus type of this material has been lost. Oh, Stan.
Steel.
Steel is correct.
Easy peasy. Lemons. Mute.
All right, go to the bonus. It is fine arts. This opera's title character sings the aria Sui Immobile, which in English means hold still. For 10 points each, A, name this 1829 opera whose overture ends with an E major gallop depicting charging Swiss cavalry.
William Tell.
That is correct. B, this Italian opera composer wrote William Tell.
Italian name.
It's not ours.
He's fixing me
Yeah,
some
it is, you have
steel.
control.
You just, yeah.
Oh. Sorry, I forgot it was ours. Vivaldi. No.
I'm sorry?
Vivaldi.
Oh, that is not correct.
I don't remember.
The other thing is, yes, okay, other team?
I swear if it's like Giuseppe or something.
No answer.
No answer, it's Rossini. Rossini.
Dang it.
Bonus C, another Rossini opera ends as Isabella and Mondoro escape from the Mustafa in this tidal North African city.
North African, let's go with Egypt here. Cairo?
Answer? I'm sorry, your answer?
Cairo?
That is not correct. Other team?
No.
All right, I'm Algiers. Algiers.
Okay.
Okay, number 17, toss-up. It is literature. Near a stream, this literary character launches into a tirade after a friend asks for ketchup to put on beans. This man is last seen being comforted by Slim, who has arrived with a lynch mob. He decides to give a quick death to a man who had accidentally murdered Curly's wife. For 10 points, name this ranch worker who shoots his mentally handicapped friend, Lenny Small, in John Steinbeck's novella of Mice and Men. Time is up. Any answer? Apparently not. I guess not. George Milton. George Milton.
What exactly would be?
All right, toss up number 18.
We
It
got
is
it.
history. Oh, wow, this has got some good ones in here. Okay, a future emperor of this country wrote the Liberty or Death Proclamation after defending a fort at Criapero. Polish people were spared during massacres in this country following the defeat of Leclerc expedition, which tried to reimpose slavery. Jean-Jacques Dessalines announced this country's independence, a goal John?
France?
That is not correct. Let me go ahead and finish. A goal pursued by Toussaint L'Ouverture. For 10 points, name this Caribbean state on Hispaniola. Adrian?
Cuba? Oh. Cuba?
Nope.
What?
Okay.
She said
You
Cuba.
had an answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cuba is not correct.
You have to actually speak up. We have to wait till it's unmuted.
That's okay.
Okay, it was Haiti, guys. Haiti.
Oh.
Hispaniola.
Okay, let's go to toss-up number 19, science. This process may be negatively regulated by the activation of protein C, which interferes with the factor 8A and factor 5A. Fibrinogen is converted to fibrin during this process, which is inhibited by the drugs heparin and warfarin. Defects in this process occur in people with hemophilia. Vitamin K is an essential factor in, for 10 points, Adrian.
Blood clotting?
That is correct.
Warfarin
That is correct.
Right, I was trying to think.
Go to the bonus for number 19. It is history, ladies and gentlemen. For 10 points each, answer the following about extremely close votes in U.S. presidential elections. A, the Supreme Court case Bush versus Gore concerned the results of the 2000 election in this state, which George W. Bush won by just 537 votes.
Maybe it's in Florida?
I'm thinking it's Florida.
That's
Say
not
it,
good.
sure,
Florida.
Florida.
That is correct.
Florida.
Bonus, or 19B. In 1832, Andrew Jackson lost Maryland to this man by just 4 votes.
Oh.
Though Jackson still handily defeated this Kentucky senator.
Jackson.
Martin Van Buren.
That is not correct. My other team?
Millard Fillmore.
Watch.
Okay.
Time is up. All right, the answer was Henry Clay. Henry Clay.
Oh.
C. Maryland was also very close in this year when Teddy Roosevelt won the state by a 51 vote margin as part of his election to a full term.
Oh, no.
1888.
That is not correct. My other team? They can answer.
1884.
That is not correct. It was 1904. 1904.
I was thinking.
All right, toss-up number 20 is math.
This is too
These
close.
diagrams are sometimes notched to indicate a confidence. John,
Graphs. I don't know. I was just trying to scroll up so I could hit the button.
okay. The other team, do you have, I guess I need to finish reading it. Sorry about this.
We don't know.
These diagrams are sometimes notched to indicate a confidence interval. These diagrams were developed in 1970 by John W. Tukey to display 5-number summaries. These diagrams are sometimes augmented to indicate the first and fourth quartiles using lines called whiskers. For 10 points.
Box plots.
Ian?
Box plots. Box.
That is correct. Box plots is correct. Let's go to the bonus. It is fine arts. Fine arts. According to the 1849 book by John Ruskin, truth and obedience are 2 of the 7 lamps of this title art form. For 10 points each, A, name this art form concerned with the design and construction of buildings.
Architecture.
Architecture.
That is correct.
That's an art form?
B,
Yes, it
the
definitely
7 lamps of architecture codified the 19th century revival of this architectural style. Ruskin described Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris as the noblest example of this style.
Rustic.
That is not correct.
Gothic.
Gothic architecture.
Gothic is the correct answer.
I said the wrong
And
thing. Okay.
Bonus C. Ruskin's book was influenced in part by Augustus Pugin, the designer of this London palace that houses the British Parliament.
Parliament. What's Parliament in, guys? You should
It's
know.
just the Parliament building.
It's
Oh,
not.
the House of Commons.
That is not correct. I'm sorry, say it again.
House of Parliament.
That is not correct. It was the Palace of Westminster. The Palace of Westminster. All right, toss-up number 21. This is miscellaneous. Just before being executed, a saint with this name allegedly healed the sight of a jailer's daughter and wrote her a letter. This is the surname of the character Vincent in Final Fantasy VII. Out of pity, Lisa Simpson gives Ralph Wiggum an object with this name bearing the text, I choose you. For 10 points, chocolate is a common gift on a holiday. Stan?
Thomas.
What do you
Okay, no wait.
think?
Valentine's.
That didn't sound like.
He changed his answer.
Okay, he did his answer. The other team? Yes. Okay, now you want me to finish the question? No problem. For 10 points, chocolate is a common gift on a holiday. Haley? Valentine's is exactly right.
I thought it was Paul.
Okay, so bonus, it is math. Here we go. To take the transpose of one of the mathematical things, you reflect each entry over the main diagonal. For 10 points each, A, name these structures that can be used to solve systems of equations.
Are those things that we hate doing?
Your answer, please?
We have an answer?
Scatter plots.
That is not correct.
They're just functions.
Okay, Georgetown Ridge Farm, do you have an answer?
Functions.
Functions.
Say it again.
Functions.
Oh, not functions, it's matrices or matrices.
I remember.
B, this operation, which can only be performed on square matrices, gives 0 if a matrix is not invertible.
Does anyone know that?
Multiplication.
That is not correct. Georgetown Ridge Farm?
Division.
That is not correct. It is determinant. Determinant. C, this rule expresses a solution to a system of linear equations as a ratio of determinants of matrices formed by certain combinations of the coefficients from the system.
I couldn't even pay attention to all that.
Inverse?
That is not correct. Georgetown.
No answer.
Okay, it's Kramer's rule. Kramer's rule.
I've heard of that regarding matrices.
Class
but
of
I didn't
22,
even know what
it
they
is
were.
literature. And while it was likely a homage to his uncle Henry, this author used the initials HF to publish a book presented as an eyewitness account of events in the year 1665 titled Dan?
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
That is not correct. In the year 1665 titled A Journal of the Plague Year.
We haven't
In a
gotten
novel
there yet.
by this author, the sight of a footprint
Daniel
in beach sand frightens the title character, whose years of solitude come to an end when he gains a companion he calls Friday. For 10 points, who wrote Robinson Crusoe?
Isn't that also the name of that guy who played?
Time is up. Do you have an answer?
That's a Willem Dafoe.
No answer? It is Daniel Defoe. Daniel Defoe. All right, toss up number 23. It is math. John Henry Holland pioneered the genetic variety of these concepts, which was inspired by natural selection. One of them, called A*, makes locally optimal choices, thereby identifying it as a greedy example. Big O notation classifies the runtime of these concepts. Quadratic sieve, binary search, and quicksort are examples of, for 10 points, what general term for a series of step-by-step instructions to solve a problem? Stan?
Algorithm.
That is correct. Algorithms is correct. Okay, the bonus is science. The bonus is science. High concentrations of glucose cause this quantity to increase, which is one reason animals instead use glycogen for energy storage. For 10 points each, A, name this colligative property calculated as a product of the Van't Hoff factor, concentration, and RT.
I couldn't even pay attention because she studied so much. Fact.
That is not correct.
Muscle.
That is not correct. It's called osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure.
No, they were even wanting to.
The von Hoff factor is multiplied by molality and the constant K sub F to find another collaborative property, the depression in this quantity.
Surface tension?
Surface tension.
That is not correct. Any answer? No answer? It is freezing point, or I would have accepted melting point. C bonus. Reverse osmosis, which overcomes a difference in osmotic pressure, is most often used in this process that converts seawater into water fit for drinking.
Desalination.
That is correct.
Purified by reverse osmosis.
All right, we have the last toss-up question, number 24, is social
It's
sciences.
a sweep they taught.
A group of this many minor prophets comprised the final books of the Old Testament. Reuben and Judah were among a group of these many sons of Jacob. A group of this many people included Matthias, John.
Oh shoot, I was trying to click the button.
12.
12 is correct. Okay, the bonus is math.
160.
The node environment facilitates server-side development in this programming language. For 10 points each, A, name this language designed for client-side use by Netscape Navigator in 1995.
C++ or something.
Maybe C#.
JavaScript.
That is correct.
Or JavaScript.
Bonus B, Netscape Navigator was an early example of this type of program. All modern programs of this type, such as Firefox and Google Chrome, include JavaScript engines.
Search engine.
No.
Browser.
That is correct. And C, this three-word term refers to the representation of a page's HTML elements as a tree. The jQuery library simplifies searching and manipulating this type of model.
If and then.
That is not correct.
Pass.
Okay, it's called the Document Object Model, or the DOM. DOM. Okay, start finish, ladies and gentlemen. The score, please.
I would have gotten it, but I was trying to click the mouse to buzz in.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was Kristen's, what was? Okay, Georgetown has 160 and Crisman has 150. Awesome. Congratulations, Georgetown.
The link to your next match. Armstrong is already there.
Let's see.
Oh, they didn't seem
You
to
could
hear.
probably put it in your code too, right?
Okay, all right. All right, no problem. Here we
You have
go.
to say.
Okay.
Out of the zone.
I'm leaving.
Actually, no, but. So go to the like,
That's two.
the agenda thing, right?
Are we switching anyone
Yeah,
out?
the Jamie Wren mom knows that we're live streaming. Surely she's watching. I think so.
You gotta go to the email.
Guaranteed. Us.
The last time we just got in, didn't we?
They're probably gonna be like, oh yeah,
Right, hit
Yeah.
cancel,
get off of that.
go.
You click.
Match 2, right there.
We just
Yeah, that's what I
clicked
clicked
it. We were
on. It
just
said
on
it has to
that.
join.
Oh, it's almost as if you're intelligent, Scott.
I really just wanna throw something.
Mm-hmm.
We all do. I can see you, Alyssa, back there, so I'm like, what? Oh, there's a different.
It is.
He was sorry to be here. We're uneven. No, we're not. Oh, no. I checked before I
That's what he's tapped his ass.
But Stanley, good job on the math question.
He's not muted. He's muted though.
I tried.
The only reason I do that Florida one is so me and my dad would talk about politics.
Florida. Stanley,
Yeah,
when someone else buzzes in and they get it wrong, you don't gotta
It's
do
okay.
this.
I just, I'm
We
gonna
get it.
have a pee sweats.
Oh, you need to
Ooh,
go
I
to
wonder
the
if
bathroom.
Heather's here.
You need to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, but
You
I
can go.
can, yeah, but then we're all gonna, it's gonna take so much longer.
You can go in after you'll play.
Okay,
Or substitution.
you can just use, oh, I guess I go paper. I'll put it in my hand.
I was hoping that Empire one
Oh,
would be
you're
a
so
Eastern
organized.
Europe Empire, so I
Yeah,
could that.
I was thinking about it could be Japan.
It could be Byzantines, it could be Rome, it could be Ottoman, it could be the Mamluks.
It could be like freaking Persia, like.
Yeah,
Okay, the
Persia was.
code's on there.
Could be Mughals.
As soon as you said empire, my mind's immediately jumping to every empire I know.
Yeah, and all mine are Eastern
I
Europe
thought
or
Empire was
Northern
saying
Africa.
mine.
Who are we playing?
It's either Armstrong or Westville.
I think it's Westville because Armstrong got in that other meeting.
Yeah,
You
it's-
know.
Because I saw Stephen Dunley, whatever his name is, pop up at the
Steven
end.
Dunleavy.
Yeah.
First,
Yeah, dude.
ooh.
Were you on the meet too?
No, I saw it on there.
Yeah.
I did not hear the
As soon as I
cross.
heard Empire, I was thinking Egypt, Mamluks, Ottomans, Byzantines.
I was
No.
thinking the Galactic Empire.
Well, I was thinking the Mughal Empire. I was thinking
Oh, Mrs. Hatcher's watching.
The
Yay!
Mughal Empire.
Please don't be
it was like
disappointed.
You
maybe.
made that up.
No, I didn't.
it's the Mogul, is how it's spelled.
Oh, it was Afghanistan.
I think you said it right, I'm just saying it's spelled M-O-G-U-L, right?
Nope, it's spelled M-U-G-H-A-L.
I think it's something
Mughals.
The Mughals.
I only know that from my Europa Universalis 4 game. They're really good in there because like they accept every culture.
I'm gonna need new paper for the next match. After,
Flip it over.
yeah, I know, I'm flipping this one over, I'm saying I need new paper the next match.
Are we getting food?
Yes,
Sounds
you better be.
Miss Short is not, she's on a diet.
Miss Short isn't because she's on a diet.
I'm not getting
If
food.
you get food, I'm getting food brought to me.
Right, yeah, we're getting it.
Oh, Mogul is another name for it.
Okay.
Or we'll send someone out to get it.
someone will venture out into the world.
I ate before I came here.
We can
so I'm
get
not
pizza. Pizza gets delivered. Does the Chinese place deliver?
They don't do it.
They don't deliver,
Let's be
but
honest,
it's
I
just
would
like
just
right
go
after
get
it.
it.
Oh yeah, Miss Short
Yeah.
can go get
You
it.
get both.
We get
And she can get
Chinese.
something for her. Because she's on a diet.
We get Chinese
This is where the
pizza.
Mughals were.
Pizza.
India and stuff.
Nice.
Middle East.
Pizza's gonna be the cheapest, guys. I can get pizza, but can we?
Abby, do you want your book bag?
No.
Okay.
Where are we gonna get pizza from?
Casey's.
There's one place to get pizza
That's the
from.
only
That
place.
is it.
Indians deliver stuff.
No, we are not doing it. It'll be forever.
So we
You
order
could
it
go to Joe
now.
Belly's.
But I mean, Indians
That-
are good.
Oh, they're not, I don't know if they're.
Is everybody on?
Should be.
Yes, everybody's on. Then we're doing Westville.
I do love Douglas.
Abby, check. Alyssa, check.
What's another
me,
empire I
check.
could think
Check me. Check.
Yeah.
I can't think of any.
Oh yay! Now we can hear you.
Zane, do you want to do introductions or do you just want to go
No.
straight to the questions?
I don't care. Let's do it.
The introductions?
If you want to.
It's up, you guys go first.
Okay. Fine, Zane.
My name is Stanley Combs.
Abby Tansy?
Adrian Arlington.
Christopher Clippinger.
Alyssa Henderson.
I can't, who's behind you, right, right here.
This is
Where's
Alyssa. This is Alyssa. This is
You gotta move a
Chris.
little bit, like, yeah, for her, I'm sorry. And she was, sorry. Okay. I got sorry, Right, so
On that question, I thought they said boat too, so don't worry.
Oh,
let's still introduce yourself.
I am Jeff Benson. I'm Ethan Richards, what's up, Chris?
Zane, why we gotta do introductions?
Time check, the priest.
They all have headphones.
Paris
Bailey.
Okay, I'm Richard Cash, I'm actually Katie's father, and our sure is Katie's sister,
It's like Colonel
Christy Bennett.
Sanders.
Now,
It sounds
I
like
have trouble hearing sometimes when you're matched, so every time you guys really need to speak loudly, okay?
Defer all answers to this man.
All right, we ready to start?
Yeah.
Our first one, up, okay. Our first cause of social sciences. An awareness network focused on these namesake groups was eventually subsumed by Scientology and was founded by Ted Patrick, who pioneered the concept of deprogramming. Marshall Applewhite led one of these groups called Heaven's Gate. The Children of God. Go ahead, Kay Bailey.
What is a cult?
Correct.
It's that wording thing. Are you not used to that?
He was the one who poisoned all of his followers by drinking the Kool-Aid.
Bailey, you need to mute yourself.
Okay. All right, cause of the history. This monarch was.
Are we not doing bonuses?
What?
Bonuses.
Or bonuses, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to catch. Thank you,
Okay.
sorry. This bonus is history. This monarch was assassinated by Pausanias, potentially
Keep talking.
with the support of this man's wife, Olympias. For 10 points each. Name this king of Macedon whose victory over Thebes at the Battle of Chaeronea gave him effective hegemony over Greece.
Who is Alexander?
That is incorrect.
No, it's not. It's
Westville,
not.
five
Second, they should say, you should say Crohn's.
Unless it says.
That is incorrect. It was Philip II of Macedon.
Philip was Alexander.
Okay, back to our bonus. This Athenian orator rebuked Philip and encouraged resistance to Macedon in fiery speeches known as Philippics.
I don't know.
Pass.
Okay, Westville? Okay, the answer is Demosthenes. Third question. Demosthenes later helped lead a revolt against this king of Macedon, who succeeded Philip II and conquered the Persian Empire.
Alexander the Great.
Correct. All right, toss up number 2, math. Every positive integer can be broken into the sum of one or more non-consecutive examples of these numbers, according to Zeckendorf's theorem. For large values of n, the nth of these numbers is approximately the nth power of the quantity 1 plus root 5 over 2, all over root 5. This ratio of consecutive numbers in this sequence approaches the golden ratio.
Family.
What are Fibonacci numbers or the Fibonacci sequence?
Yeah, that is correct.
He sounds so surprised.
Okay, bonus.
He's
Social
one of the
science.
best moderators.
For 10 points each, answer the following about Naqshbandi order, an Islamic school common in South Asia.
Oh, lovely.
Members of the order follow this practice of Islamic mysticism, whose other adherents include the Mevlevi order of whirling dervishes.
Everybody should. Everybody should be buzzing.
No idea.
Okay, let's go.
It's the 10 rings. Just kidding.
So the
No, it's
infinity thing?
Called Sufis or Sufism.
Okay.
Number 2. Like
Super.
other Islamic traditions, the Naqshbandi order follows the teachings of this prophet, who is commanded to recite by the Archangel Gabriel.
Muhammad.
Correct. Question 3. Uniquely among Sufis, the Naqshbandi order traces its spiritual lineage to this father-in-law of Muhammad, who was the first rightly guided caliph.
What's the town? The town's named after him, I think.
I'm not real. I don't know anything about religion.
Pass. We learned about it, Mr. Russell.
Westville,
In world history? I don't think world history.
It does.
Abraham.
It's muted.
Yes.
No, that's a guess.
Muted.
Abu Bakr, or Abdullah ibn Abi, and a bunch of other names I can't pronounce. Okay. Number 3, toss-up, literature. This woman cannot get a divorce due to a French clairvoyant named Landau. Many critics claim that the death of a horse named Frou-Frou symbolizes the fate of this woman. She is a sister of the unfaithful aristocrat Steva. After her relationship with Count Brodsky seems to end, this woman throws herself under a passing train. For 10 points, what Russian woman is the title character?
Stanley!
Lolita.
Incorrect. What Russian woman is the title character of an 1878 novel by Leo Tolstoy?
Jackson!
Anna Karenina?
Correct.
Whoever's
Our bonus
doing
is
this sounds
miscellaneous. A 2005 Discover article.
Sorry,
Jack?
A 2005 Discover article described this man as Darwin's Rottweiler. For 10 points each, name this biologist who outlined the gene-centered view of evolution in his book, The Selfish Gene. He also wrote The God Delusion.
Oh, God. Who is that guy?
No.
Too late.
Too late. Okay. Georgetown, you have 5 seconds.
Mendel?
No, it's Richard
Dawson, Simpson?
Second question. In the selfish gene, Dawkins coins this term for the cultural analog of a gene. Today, this term is popularly applied to internet fads such as distracted boyfriend and galaxy brain.
If they don't get it.
That is not what it is.
Yes.
It is. It's me.
That is correct.
Like galaxy brain.
Scorekeeper can't believe it. Number 3.
I made one of those.
Dawkins is an avowed atheist who criticized this philosophical belief in his book, The Blind Watchmaker. This theological position holds that God is real, but does not meddle in worldly affairs. Deism? That is correct.
I didn't know it was called that.
All right,
I know.
thumbs up, fine arts. Joachim Patinier pioneered the world type of this painting genre. Diogenes the Tempest is often cited as the first Western example of this genre. Peter Bruegel, the Elder, combined a work in this genre with a depiction of the fall of Icarus. The Oxbow and other works in this genre were created by Thomas Cole, who founded the Hudson River School. For 10,
Ethan!
Realism?
that is incorrect. For 10 points, name this genre of artwork that depicts natural vistas. Okay, it's called landscapes. Number 5 calls up history.
It's always hard to know.
This man drafted Haiti's constitution while serving in a sub-cabinet office under Josephus Daniels in Woodrow Wilson's administration. He was the vice presidential nominee on James Cox's losing ticket in the 1920 election. This man succeeded Al Smith as governor of New York 8 years after he was paralyzed from the waist down by polio?
Stanley.
Who is Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Can you repeat that?
FDR.
Okay, that's correct. Our bonus is science.
Makes me laugh.
This quantity decreases as acidity increases. For 10 points each, name this measure of acidity denoted by a 3-letter abbreviation.
3-letter. pH.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
pH.
No, not pH. pH is incorrect. Westville, you have 5 seconds. Time's up. It says pKa.
I've never heard that in my life.
Okay, Georgetown, next one. A rule of thumb holds that successive pKa values increase by 5 for this class of acids that can dissociate more than once.
No, that's.
I mean,
Time's up. Westville, you have 5 seconds.
Super acids?
No, it's called polyprotic acid. All right, last bonus. When acids are dissociated in this solvent with a molecular formula, CH3OH, the acids again have pKa values about 5 units higher than in water.
CH3OH. Ethane? Ethane?
Time's up. Would Westville answer?
No, that's what, it's methanol, methanol. Well, that's not correct. All right, we're going to toss up number 6, science. This concept was observed in neon by J.J. Thomson, who mistakenly believed he formed NeH2. This phenomenon was first posited by Frederick Soddy. It violates John Dalton's postulate that atoms of the same element are identical. Ashton's whole number rule uses this concept to explain non-integer atomic masses. For 10 points, name this concept that atoms of the same element may have different numbers of
Ethan.
Isotopes?
That is correct. Okay, our bonus is math.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know if it was this.
This conic section consists of all the points that are equidistant from a point called the focus and the line called the directrix. For 10 points each, name this curve exemplified by the graph of y equals x squared.
Parabola?
That is correct. Second question, parabolas always have a value of 1 for this property. For an ellipse, it equals the distance between the foci divided by the length of the major axis.
It's the wavelength. I don't remember what it's called. Maybe it's just called wavelength.
Focal length?
That is incorrect. Georgetown, you have 5 seconds.
Frequency.
That is incorrect. It's the eccentricity. Eccentricity.
Eccentricity.
Right, there we go. Eccentricity. Okay. This last question. This chord connects 2 points on a parabola, passes through the focus, and is parallel to the directrix.
It's chord.
and ultimate field.
Major chord.
Time's up.
Too late.
Georgetown.
Georgetown, you have 5 seconds.
The doomsday death ray.
Well, that's too many words, I don't have that. It's the latest retro.
Sound like a potty
All
party.
right, question number 7 is math. In polar coordinates, wrapping this function of theta gives a horizontal line 1 above the horizontal axis. The derivative of the cotangent of x equals the opposite of the square of this function of x. This trig function and cotangent both have asymptotes that add integer multiples of pi. This function is undefined at x equals 0 and gives 2 at x equals 30 degrees. For 10 points, name this reciprocal of the sine function.
Jack.
Cosecant? Correct. The bonus is social sciences. The prologue of this text claims that the Norse gods were all merely powerful Trojans descended from Priam. For 10 points each, name this 13th century mythological text compiled by the Icelandic writer Snorri Sturluson.
It's not Beowulf.
Oh my god. And it's definitely not Macbeth.
Georgetown?
No. Let's just go with it. Beowulf.
That is incorrect. It's Prose Edda or Younger Edda. Second question. The Prose Edda's first section, Gylfaginning, concerns the king deceived by this principal group of Norse gods, whose ranks include Balder, Frigg, and Thor.
Demigods.
Demigods, yeah.
It's not us.
Georgetown?
Demigods?
No, it's Aesir.
Oh.
Last question. The Gylfaginning also.
I love this guy.
The Gylfaginning includes passages detailing the apocalyptic event during which many of the Aesir will be slain. Ragnarok. That is correct. I don't know how you got that out of there. Good job. All right, thumbs up. Literature.
Norse apocalypse.
My uppers aren't over. At the end of this novel, Nicholas Schliemann and a tailor named Ostrinsky introduced the protagonist to socialist ideas. After getting locked in a building, a character in this novel is eaten by rats. Bill Connor forces Ona into prostitution in this novel about a worker named Jurgis Rudkis. The Meat Inspection Act was partly a response to
Stanley.
The Jungle.
correct. Bonus, fine arts. The first few performances of this composer's first symphony included a movement called Lumini. For 10 points each, name this composer whose first symphony is named after John Paul's novel, Titan.
Pass.
In Westville? Johnson. Gustav Mahler. Okay, Georgetown. Another novel by John Paul inspired Papillons, a cycle of dances by this romantic composer of Carnival.
Carnival Animals is by that one dude. Saints. Camille Saints.
No, that's incorrect. What's true? It's Robert Schumann.
Okay.
Third bonus. Schumann claimed to have learned more about this concept from John Paul than from a music teacher. There is a species form of this technique in which different melodic lines have a harmonious relationship, yet are independent.
Pass.
Westville,
I really wanted to shout castration for some reason.
counter melody.
Things you shouldn't do.
Yeah, that's a good idea, but it's called counterpoint. Counterpoint.
Okay, so with the C2.
I feel like your mom would probably.
Okay, our next toss-up is fine art.
That's what I was thinking.
This composer's second completed opera was a loose adaptation of Shakespeare's Measure for Measure, titled The Ban on Love. In one of this composer's operas, a knight who refuses to give his name defends Elsa of Brabant, whose attendants sing the bridal chorus. In 1850, he published the notorious essay, Judaism in Music. For 10 points,
Stanley.
Christopher Marlowe.
that is incorrect. For 10 points, what German composer of Lohengrin included Ride of the Valkyries in his Ring cycle?
Wish you
They're
shut your
laughing
mouth,
at
huh?
you.
Ethan.
Handel. It was Wilhelm Richard Wagner.
Wagner. Ride of the Valkyrie.
All right, number 10, toss up science. These animals lend their names to an extinct species of flightless bird that thrived on Madagascar over 1,000 years ago. A state of aggression called moose is seen in these land animals whose closest relatives are the hyraxes and the sirenians. Many African countries objected to a 1989 ban on these animals' most valuable product, which was once used as...
Stanley.
Elephants?
Correct.
I don't know why I was thinking.
Okay, bonus is history.
Apparently they're related to flightless birds.
10 points each.
That's all.
Answer the following about military scholar Karl van Clausewitz.
Lovely.
First one. Clausewitz served in this kingdom's army. Under Frederick William III, this kingdom's forces were crushed by Napoleon at the Battle of Jena and Auerstadt.
France?
Napoleon's friends.
Yeah, but they were fighting the French, right?
What's
No, it's just
How would
Britain.
you be friends with French?
Britain!
That is incorrect. Wait, Westville?
Isn't Napoleon a short dude?
That is incorrect. It was Prussia.
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 Right.
Second bonus.
I don't remember.
Clausewitz served in the Prussian army during the lead up to this 1815 battle, which marked the final defeat of Napoleon.
Yeah, Waterloo. I couldn't remember it. Waterloo!
That is correct.
Thank you, guys.
I remember.
I couldn't remember. I was like, it's water or something.
Clausewitz coined this three-word term that describes the uncertainty and confusion that affects soldiers and leaders during military conflict.
Three-word term. It's not Shawshank.
No.
Okay, Westville? Analysis paralysis.
3 words, right? Prisoner of war.
It's called Fog of War.
Oh,
yeah.
I knew he did something.
Okay, toss up literature. In this novel, the epic poem Paradise Lost is mistaken for a true history by the forest-dwelling antagonist, who compares himself to Adam. At a hut in the Orkneys, this novel's title character imagines a future race of devils. Henry Clerval and Elizabeth Lavenza are killed by this novel's antagonist, who desires a mate. Mary Shelley for 10 points. What?
Stanley.
Frankenstein.
Correct.
We would be reading that right
Bonus,
now.
social sciences.
Who would have finished it?
The national park includes an area this national park includes an area named Devil's Garden, which has many narrow sandstone rock formations called fins. For 10 points each. Name this national park that also contains landmarks such as the fiery furnace and the balanced rock.
Arches? I don't know.
This national park, I think it said.
Is
It's a
Arches not a
national
national park?
Oh, yeah. Arches National Park?
Too late.
Too late.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, let's go.
I started before the thing went on.
Yosemite?
It's not Yosemite.
No, it is Arches National Park.
I started before the
Second
thing went
question,
on.
Arches National Park is near the LaSalle Mountains in the city of Moab in this western U.S. state.
I don't know where. Nevada? Is that something right?
Yeah, I guess about it.
Nevada?
Utah. Ooh,
Yeah.
I know, I grouped that up, sorry.
It's Wyoming.
Yeah.
We'll go on to third toss-up question.
Wyoming doesn't exist.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
So what you have to do is, Jack knew it. I
Oh,
got another one.
You have to find another social sciences that you haven't done. So back to the beginning.
Go back to the beginning.
We're tossing that for a new one, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm looking.
Just remember that Georgetown has control. Also, that Arches one was real close. We were real close to being on time for that.
Okay.
But that's okay. We'll just get a new one.
So are we
Okay.
tossing the entire question out?
We're
Just
tossing the
that
whole
one.
bonus and getting a new one, correct?
Oh, you're going to, so we'll do that with, Armstrong, you just wanted 1 sec, but do you want to hold it open?
I can't understand the words she's saying.
Do you want one section or
Do you want
Yeah,
one
we're drawing
section?
We've got our, social sciences, so do you just want us to grab a different one, or what do you want us to do?
Yeah, as long as it's not in the same category as the toss-up.
Grab anything as long as it's not in the same category as the toss-up.
What number were we on?
That was question 11.
Litter.
Cause literature was a toss-up.
Yeah, anything else?
No, you can't do the literature. So anything about literature?
Yes, unmute. Leave it.
Okay.
Didn't say anything.
Did we do this, the fine arts?
Yeah, we did that one. Yeah, we did that one.
So we are throwing it all.
What about science?
Or 9.
We've done all of them. We've done all the bonuses so far?
That's
Oh, wait.
We didn't do,
Okay,
okay, we're gonna do history. History bonus.
history bonus 4.
Okay.
Sorry.
Keep checking the screen.
All right, now we are back to Georgetown, right? Georgetown.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, we're so we're starting all new on the bonuses.
We're on the bonuses, we're on history. This president's first Secretary of State was Alexander Haig, who tried to assume control of the government when this man was incapacitated. For 10 points each, name this president who won 49 states in his 1984 re-election campaign.
Ronald Reagan.
Correct.
Yeah.
Second
He
question.
won everything but the other
Under
guys.
both Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, Haig held this White House position. John Kelly held this position under Donald Trump.
John Kelly.
He's secretary or something. State defense. Agriculture.
Secretary of Defense.
That is incorrect.
Dude, what if it's
Okay, Westville,
Agricultural defense?
that is incorrect. It was the White House Chief of Staff.
Oh, I thought it was.
Last bonus, after dropping out of the Republican primaries in 1988, Haig endorsed this senator from Kansas. This man was Gerald Ford's running mate in 1976.
No idea. Pass.
Okay, Westville, name?
Kelly?
No, it's Robert Dole. He's at his funeral the other day, yeah. Okay, we're at number now.
12.
Did you just say
Number
that
12.
to his funeral?
He said they found it.
Oh, okay.
But I asked him about it, he said it's
I
back.
thought he was.
All right, number 12 comes up, social sciences.
Man.
Late in life, this figure helped Astrope and Bronte carry thunderbolts for Zeus. He kicked Mount Helicon to create the sacred spring Hippocrene. This brother of Creosaur drank at the fountain of Pyrene, where he met a hero whom he later tried to carry up Mount Olympus. Sometime after emerging from Medusa's blood, he assisted in killing the Chimera. Bella Franz,
Stanley.
Heracles or Hercules?
no, that is incorrect.
Oh, dang it.
Bella Franz
No.
mount was what Greek flying horse?
Eris. Pegasus.
That is correct.
I guess that.
Bonus, literature.
For some.
For 10 points each, answer the following about best-selling nonfiction books about science. The first one, this 1962 book by Rachel Carson helped lead to a nationwide ban on the pesticide DDT.
Oh.
Silent Spring?
Excuse me?
Silent Spring?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Second one, this English physicist who lived with ALS for over 50 years wrote about the origin of the universe in his 1988 book, A Brief History of Time.
Yeah, easy.
They might not know.
Stephen Hawking?
Yep.
Correct. Third one, this author's A Short History of Nearly Everything discusses astronomy, geology, and a range of other sciences. He wrote about a hike on the Appalachian Trail and a walk in the woods.
I see him on like ads on YouTube. I don't like remember his name. Did you say something?
Okay, Georgetown?
No answer.
It's somebody, of course, I've never heard of, but anyhow, Bill Bryson.
Okay, before we go on, Georgetown, do you want to take a break?
No, thank you, but can I get a score check?
100 to 200. Is that what you guys have too? Okay.
Yep.
What? Westville, you ready? Can I have a 30 seconds with my team real quick?
Okay, 30-second break.
No.
The little kid's my favorite part of this whole match.
What cracks me up is every time she like when he buzzes in, she goes Stanley. It sounds like what you sound like when you're yelling at him. Like she's like Stanley.
Really
That's exactly.
Jack!
what
Oh my god.
Chris!
Justin!
It's record well. I have to go to the restroom really bad, so do you want to sub me in Lillian?
Oh god.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need a lot.
You got subbed out for the restroom, now you're being subbed in.
I know. What's the code? Is that the code?
Yeah, it's on the board.
I wrong.
990.
Stanley. Heracles.
I
No.
know, but she's so loud.
You should tell them that we subbed, right?
I forgot, Heracles wasn't even the one that killed Medusa. It was, who was it?
Someone was born from
Starts
this.
with
Oh, that's what it
I know it starts with a P.
Christmas lights and put 'em up in
Perseus.
here
Perseus,
and,
I was
like,
Confused.
play with Christmas lights.
Perseus,
Like,
Percy, Jack the.
Let's just make it look cool, you know?
No.
Because everybody's seeing us.
We need to get Tate in here with his green screen.
Yeah, and all the Christmas lights.
Oh,
I should put in here.
You
He
can editors.
does.
It's been more than 30 seconds.
We're doing it. We'll take Ivan's green screen.
Hi,
Put
that's
ourselves
the
in
hat.
like a Jurassic.
We're doing it next week.
If there's not a T-Rex behind us, I don't care.
It can be right there behind Stanley. And this is so bad for my daily step goal.
Yeah, right?
I missed like 3
You're like
words.
legit on this diet.
Okay, we're ready to go.
Sorry, that buzz was accidental. I was trying to move my phone.
All good?
See,
Alright, down to number 13, concept was history. This monarch executed Baron Stroke as a conspirator in the Southampton plot. As a teen, this future king battled insurgent Henry Hotspur Percy. After signing the Treaty of Troy, he married Catherine of Valois. This king's archers killed numerous French soldiers bogged down in mud during an October 1415 battle. For 10 points, name this English king who won the Battle of Agincourt during the 100 Years' War.
Family.
Oh wait, no, that was wrong. Come on. Never mind.
Any
Okay,
English
I'm
king
starting.
ever.
I'm starting, Westville.
Ethan.
George. Henry V. Henry V.
Man, there's like 3 names for English kings.
You're a good guess for an English king. Alright, number 14. Literature. A character in this novel who has been missing teeth for 15 years trades his son's horse for mules. Upon arriving at Jefferson near the end of this novel, Dewey Dell tries to get an abortion. This novel's 59 chapters are narrated by characters such as Jewel and Darl, who tries to burn his mother's coffin. A family's journey to bury Eddie.
Family.
The Grapes of Wrath.
Incorrect. A family's journey to bury Addie Bundren is described in what novel
If
by
I had waited 2
William
seconds, I
Faulkner?
would have got it.
I think it's As I Lay Dying.
Yeah.
Or Light in August. It might be Light.
Or it's
As I Lay Dying.
Got the metal band.
Even the English teacher didn't know that. Don't worry about it. Alright, what's up, math? In chaos theory, strange attractors in phase space have this kind of shape. Iterated function systems produce examples of these shapes, such as the Menger sponge. This kind of shape's name comes from the fact that Hausdorff's dimension is not an integer. When zooming in on this kind of
Ethan.
fractal, that is correct. Your bonus is more literature. At the end of the story, George tells Nick Adams, "You better not think about a Swedish boxer who has accepted impending death." Name the short story that is set in a lunchroom. Pass. George down.
No answer.
The answer is The Killers.
Ham on Run.
Question B. The Killers is a story by this author who wrote about fishermen's struggles against nature in The Old Man and the Sea.
Hemingway.
This is for Westville.
Mr. England was teaching us that.
This should be time.
This time.
Okay, George down.
Hemingway.
That's correct. Okay, back to Westville. Another Hemingway story is titled For the Short Happy Life of This Man Who was killed by his wife, Margot, while hunting in Africa.
I heard this 3 times on Jeopardy.
We heard it yesterday.
Okay, George down.
Ian McClellan.
It's Francis McComber. The Short Happy Life of Francis McComber.
I wouldn't remember that.
All right, toss up. Number 16, we're on science.
Pulse and Taylor discovered the first example of one of these objects in a binary system, which provided the first indirect evidence of gravitational waves. Little Green Men 1 was the joking nickname given to the first of these objects discovered by Jocelyn Bell. The lighthouse effect describes the sweeping beams seen from
Ethan.
what home? Incorrect. The lighthouse effect describes the sweeping beams seen from what rapidly rotating neutron stars that emit radiation from their poles.
Stanley.
Pulsars.
Correct. Our bonus is history. Physician Alice Hamilton directed a fencing club at this institution. For 10 points each, name this institution on Halsted Street, co-founded by Ellen Gates Starr in 1889. It offered education and assistance to women and immigrants in the near West Side.
Any institutions, anybody? The Boys and Girls Club.
That's close, not really, but it's incorrect. Okay, Westville? Hull House, Hull, Hull House. Okay, Georgetown. Jane Addams and Starr founded Hull House in this Midwestern city.
Chicago.
Chicago.
That is correct.
Heck yeah.
Next one. Adams was inspired to create Hull House after touring Toynbee Hall, a similar facility founded several years earlier in this non-American city.
I think it was London.
Maybe London, yeah.
I mean, you can say something else is British.
London?
That is correct.
Hey!
Heck yeah.
Okay,
I was
toss up number
thinking something
17,
Canadian.
history. The Catholic League formed in this city in 1609. This city is where Sophie and Hans Scholl led the White Rose resistance movement. The Dachau concentration camp was located just 10 miles from this city. Members of Black September murdered 11 Israelis in this city during the 1972 Summer Olympics. In
Ethan.
Berlin? That is incorrect. In 1806, this city became the capital of Bavaria. The beer hall push occurred in what German city?
Alyssa.
What's your answer?
Munich.
That is correct.
Yay! Go Lisa!
Munich.
All right, our bonus is science.
Good job.
The ITER experiment aims to demonstrate the feasibility of magnetic confinement for this type of reaction. For 10 points each, name this type of reaction exemplified by the proton-proton chain in the triple alpha process.
What is a chemical reaction?
No. Okay, Westville? Fission? No, it's nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion.
Nuclear.
Okay, Georgetown, the magnetic confinement approach to nuclear fusion involves fuel in this state of matter, which consists of an ionized gas.
Plasma.
That is correct.
Plasma is a state of matter?
Okay, our third one says a Takumak device magnetically confines plasma in this 3D geometric shape.
It can be produced by revolving a circle around a non-intersecting axis.
A sphere?
That is incorrect.
Oh, so it'll be like a doodad
A torus?
or something.
Oh.
What was the answer? A torus?
Yep.
That's correct.
Donut.
A torus or a toroidal.
Oh.
Alright, toss up. Number 18, social sciences. This city contains the world's largest indoor waterfall, the Rain Vortex, inside its Changi Airport. This city's name translates as Lion City, and it is symbolized.
Paris. Singapore.
That is correct. Who should get that?
Westville, yeah, sorry.
Okay. All right, Westville. Our bonus is literature. For 10 points each, answer the following about the novel Love in the Time of Cholera. This South American author wrote Love in the Time of Cholera.
South
Okay,
American author.
Georgetown,
We know any?
Pass.
it's Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
Okay.
Question number 2. Love in the Time of Cholera is primarily set in this South American country, which was the birthplace of Garcia Marquez.
Do Argentina. I feel.
Is it ours?
No.
Brazil. That is incorrect. Okay, Georgetown?
Argentina.
That is incorrect. It was Colombia.
I was gonna guess Venezuela. So.
Near the beginning of the
All
novel,
wrong.
juvenile Rubino dies after falling off a ladder trying to retrieve an escaped parrot, leaving this woman a widow.
Typhoid.
Oh, God, say that again.
Maria. Incorrect. Georgetown?
What's a name? What's a name?
Rosa. Rosalie.
Rosalie.
Incorrect. Una Daza.
Couldn't hear the first name, so
All right, we are at number 19. Toss up fine arts. This architect's BP pedestrian bridge leads to his open-air concert venue in Chicago's Millennium Park, which is called the Pritzker Pavilion. A smash guitar inspired his design for the Experience Music Project, now the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle. A concert hall designed by this man had to be scuffed because it was dangerously reflective. For 10 points, name this architect of LA's Walt Disney Concert Hall.
Family.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Incorrect.
He's an architect.
Architecture.
Oh, no.
It's Frank Owen Gehry. Yeah, that's
First
right.
name right.
Different Frank.
Just say Frank.
Okay, number 20, toss-up is miscellaneous. In 2017, this team's kicker set a record by making 14 straight field goals of 50 yards or more. In 2019, Matt Ryan and his team's quarterback missed a game, ending a lengthy streak of starting consecutive games for both. Like the Cowboys, this team plays an annual game on Thanksgiving Day. This is the only NFC team that has not played in a Super Bowl.
Jack.
The Redskins? That is incorrect. Matthew Stafford quarterbacks what team in Michigan?
The Packers are Michigan.
Legit, that's a creep.
It's the Detroit Lions.
I didn't know it was
Of course, Matthew Stafford doesn't quarterback them anymore.
That's Wisconsin.
Yeah, good question. All right.
I thought they
Pause
were
up on
Michigan.
21, science.
I know my mom's laughing her head off.
4 of these devices are arranged in a diamond shape in a Wheatstone bridge. Examples of these devices with adjustable dividers are known as potentiometers. As with inductors, the strength of these devices adds when they are placed in series. Colored bands indicate these devices' strength, which multiplies current to give voltage.
Jack.
Resistors? That is correct. Our bonus is literature. For 10 points each, answer the following about character names that each appear in 2 separate Shakespeare plays. The first one of the men who raped Lavinia and Titus Andronicus shares his name with this young Athenian who weds Helena in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
We didn't read this.
See if they come with a name, a girl's name?
No,
It's a guy's
the
name.
guy who.
John. That is incorrect. Georgetown?
The guy who married Athena. Troy?
It's Demetrius.
Demetrius.
Demetrius?
Second question,
Demetrius.
Westville. This name, which appears on a guest list to the party in Romeo and Juliet, is shared by the man who marries Kate in The Taming of the Shrew.
Is it Tibble?
Maybe.
Okay, Georgetown?
Tybalt?
It's Petruchio.
Oh.
Last one.
Did he get stabbed?
Claudius is both the name of a guard in Julius Caesar and the name of a usurping king in this tragedy set in Denmark.
Hamlet.
You can actually remember that?
Yeah.
Hello? That is incorrect.
Hamlet.
That is correct. Hamlet.
Hamlet.
All right, number 22, our toss-up is history. In 1876, a president of this country came to power under the slogan, effective suffrage and no re-election. Its Porfirio era ended with the exile of Porfirio Diaz. Germany sent the 1917 Zimmermann telegram to propose an alliance.
Ethan.
Mexico. That is correct.
I was trying to click again.
And our bonus is science. The first patient diagnosed with this condition, August Eder, admitted, "I have lost myself," after she failed to write her own name. Eder suffered from what degenerative disease named for the German doctor who first categorized it in 1902?
Alzheimer's.
They're probably thinking Alzheimer's or Parkinson's.
Alzheimer's? That is correct. Second question. Alzheimer's disease is responsible for about 2/3 of all instances of this general brain condition that causes memory loss and severe behavioral changes. Dementia? That is correct. Last one. One of the first brain structures damaged by Alzheimer's is this portion of the allocortex that converts short-term memory into long-term memory.
I learned it, but I don't remember. Short-term. We learned it in psychology.
It's the occipital lobe, I think.
Yeah, that sounds.
Amygdala? That is incorrect. Georgetown?
The occipital lobe?
That is incorrect. It's the hippocampus.
Oh.
The hippocampus. All right, number 23, comes up with math. This word can mean the property that the fundamental theorem of algebra says the complex numbers have. This word can also mean a property that an operation and a set have if applying the operation always gives another member of the set. For example, the integers are said to have this property under multiplication, but not under division. For 10 points,
Family.
Continuity.
No, that's incorrect. For 10 points, what word can mean an interval that contains its end points?
Ethan,
And inclusive? That is incorrect. It's closure or closed.
Oh, I wouldn't have got it anyway.
No, all right, last one. What's up, social sciences? 2018 elections in this state sent the 31-year-old head of the charity People Assisting the Homeless to Congress. Republicans tried to censure a congressman from this state who presented a version of Donald Trump's call to Vladimir Zelensky. A relationship with an aide caused Katie Hill to resign as a congresswoman from this state. Adam Schiff represents what western state?
Ethan,
California. That is correct. And our last bonus is math. For 10 points each, answer these questions about a sphere whose radius is 4. First one. What is the maximum straight line distance between 2 points on the sphere's surface, assuming travel through the interior of the sphere is permitted? Eight. That is correct.
Easy.
What is the surface area of the sphere? Three. That is incorrect. Georgetown, what is the surface area of the sphere?
16 pi squared.
The answer is 64 pi.
64 pi. Right.
64 pi, what they're looking for. Third one. If the sphere is cut in two, what is the total surface area of one hemisphere, including the base, that is a great circle of the sphere?
How are you supposed to know this?
That's what I was, yeah, like just divide it and just say it.
No, because the bottom would add more.
Just say it, just say the same.
Okay, Georgetown?
16 pi.
That is incorrect. 48 pi. 48 pi is the answer to that. Very good, everybody. Good job.
We only lost by 2 points, it's fine.
We have, Georgetown 170, Westville 190. So what you guys have?
I have 200 for Westville, but it doesn't really matter.
Well,
Wrong.
doesn't
No,
matter.
we have what you have.
He's an English teacher, not math.
Okay, you got it. What's your, it's So, Westville, fall out.
So we stay here.
I guess.
I think it's kind of-
1 more round.
How are you?
When are you gonna go get pizza?
Wait, are you actually doing that?
Ooh,
I'll go
there
get some
goes.
pizza, but I ain't staying here to eat it. I need to go.
She'll
sleep.
be.
That's
Go get
fine.
pizza.
I'll stay here.
Can we eat it while we're playing?
Yeah,
No.
but the question is, well, no, that's not what I meant. But the question is, can they make a pizza that? It's gonna
It
take
usually
an hour,
takes
but-
a
I'm gonna go
minute.
eat.
It usually takes
This
like
will take an hour.
15 to 20 minutes per pizza.
I mean, you can order Casey's online.
Yeah, and you can use your Casey's reward if
We
you
laugh
have
at
it.
that.
That's funny. My credit card is in the plastic.
Oh, so you're close left.
I would be mad if that sports one was baseball again.
What do you guys want?
I don't care, I'm just hungry.
Cheese pizza.
Only cheese?
What does everybody else want? Want pepperoni sausage? Pepperoni and sausage?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
I don't really care.
A cheese, a pepperoni,
Yeah, I think we should get cheese and pepperoni on.
Is 2 pizzas enough?
Probably.
Okay.
Who's eating?
I'm hungry, but I'll.
If you're getting it, I'm eating.
5, 6 of us will be eating. I don't think 6 pizzas is enough. Get a third. You
Or
get
you
a
could
cheese,
just
a pint of
have it cut
pepperoni,
into
and a
squares.
sausage.
No, I'm gonna say just get one of each. Like,
Cheese, sausage, and pepperoni. One of each.
Large pizza for half off.
Yay! I still can't believe Stan like Green Bay is Minnesota.
That actually was fun.
I was like, are you serious? You did not just say that.
Wisconsin. They're the Packers, the cheese capital of like the planet.
I like the
Soldier boy.
I use my Quick Prime sub on Soldier Boy. I use my Quick Prime sub on Soldier Boy. I don't watch streams, so.
We just got unlucky with those bonuses.
You should have got the toss-ups.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know the toss-ups.
Me
We should have gotten the Archie.
I got
Once I
7
knew,
of them
I was
this
too
year,
scared to
Purple.
buzz in.
We should have gotten the
Well,
Archie's
quit that.
bonus.
Well, like, because I thought that I was gonna be wrong. Because Stan's over here like buzzing in all the time, and then
Because
he's
we're
like
gonna stop by the
2
Archie's
seconds
when
later,
If I
he
don't-
gets a
to California.
giveaway, you know.
Okay, so I missed the As I Lay Dying one because it said a family's journey. And I was like, oh, okay, it's Grapes of Wrath.
They
Bam.
must still be in it.
That's 10 points. Well, that's the one where you didn't buzz in quick enough.
Yeah.
That's another 10 points. That's 20 that ties us.
Yeah, is there a way that you can hook up a wireless keyboard to this? Because I think that might be easier for you. Like, where you can literally just do the Control-D thing or
I would
whatever.
probably, yeah.
For what?
Because I think you're so set on moving the mouse.
Maybe you should put the mouse on your left hand and the buzzer on your right, so then
That's
it's more
not a good
conscious. I'm not even answering toss-ups. I'm just helping with bonuses.
Hey, you're still helping.
They're still helping out once you're back in
I
somewhere.
still can't believe you got that one. I was like, where's my answer?
I just want.
Yeah, Munich.
I just want
I know,
Europe.
Alyssa coming out of nowhere with the Munich.
I just want
This
Europe.
is like
1400s to early 1800s. That's all I
I
want.
couldn't think of it.
What Lily? You got something
London.
off the wall too, right? Yeah, London.
I remember learning about that, but like I said, a lot. And I definitely did learn hippocampus in, what was his name? Maurice Miller?
Maurice Miller.
Yeah, I learned about that. in
We
class.
all learned about that in Maurice's class.
My side all online didn't learn it.
He
Well, I didn't learn
is
anything
a
at first, and he just wants to say a
Dude,
joke.
Maurice
every time.
sucks.
And they were all like inappropriate.
Were you in the class where you got hit in the head with the VCR? Or something like that?
I was.
He's already crippled. Why would they do that?
Oh my gosh.
Did you have Miller? For
You
sure.
guys are, I don't know who you're
Oh,
talking about.
no.
Exactly.
He's
You
a
are
character.
not-
You had Miller?
God's sake.
Was he just as crazy then?
Absolutely.
Oh, wait, we're live.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Quit doing whatever you're doing. Fix it.
Nothing.
See that squeaking? Oh my gosh, Adrian, stop it.
Yeah, I'm not Adrian.
I thought it was you laughing. I'm like, okay, Adrian, calm down.
Trying to turn on the headphone.
You should mute us.
Oh, we're not muted?
He lives.
Oh my god!
He lives like out, near Fort
He lives,
Worth.
Yeah, he lives near the Linharts.
Dude, he's
Oh,
like, if I can
Natalie-
make it here, you can make it here.
Yeah, Natalie Linhart would always tell me about how he complained about them all the time. He would openly complain about his neighbors in class, and
Well, he
she
would tell,
found
dude, he would too.
And
He
like,
wouldn't tell us who.
it-
He just
it
said my
was-
neighbors.
Oh,
It was
no.
them. It was
He
the
always-
Linharts.
He always told us about his girlfriend. And how he
Oh,
was awful.
his
And I'm like, why are
girlfriend.
you together?
How's that?
He complained about his
It says
girlfriend
it
all
will
the
take 20
time.
minutes, but you all know Casey's always takes longer. So
Well, yeah, but
I'm
we're
just
gonna be
gonna-
here for an hour and a half, so it don't really matter.
You're gonna order it now?
Yep.
Okay.
Order placed.
Perfect.
Thank you.
I've never been to Casey's where they have pizza done.
It takes longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I need to stop by Casey.
I don't ever get to order Casey's pizza because my wife doesn't like it.
Neither do I. It is
My
always-
family always gets Indians, which
But
I
it's-
prefer.
Part of the
Cut
kids,
it down to that.
you
It's
know?
part of the experience.
But I understand.
Like, if you
Somebody's
have
my
a
favorite.
favorite pizza,
Nobody's a model.
you learn the experience.
You gotta have a whole roll of paper towels.
You just
No, I
gotta
just eat
keep
it.
wiping your fingers.
Whenever my cousins come down from Michigan, they always want to get Casey's pizza. I'm like,
Ew.
Like,
of all
Do they not
things.
have Casey's in Michigan?
I guess not. But they're also super picky. Like, they only eat like pizza, mac and cheese, and pancakes. So like, it's
What are they, two?
Georgetown, the new code for the buzzing thing is on the stream.
Mac and cheese pizza is so delicious.
Oh, can we get, let's do Crisman for Adam.
That's a lie.
You're a liar.
It is not on the chat for us.
Cause Stanley exited out of the meet.
Why didn't I hit this
We're
button
muted,
here?
so we can't really.
It just switched tabs. It didn't exit the meet.
Oh, that little baby is like, whoa, whoa.
Who kid is this?
I don't know, but
Is it there now?
yeah, I can see it.
9713.
Drive by, thumbs up.
I want to look like a cool name.
What if I thought that
Something
was
like cool for my nickname, you know?
Oh no! I'll leave. How do I leave?
You can't.
You can't, you're stuck there forever now.
What is
It
it?
feels
What'd
like
you
it.
do?
What?
I said what'd you do, or did you just forget the DRS?
I just brought the DRS. But now
If you
Well,
close
it'll
the
say
tab and
place
reopen it.
teams.
You think it'll work? Will it show that I left if I like redo it?
Just get out and back in. It'll be fine.
I'll just retry it. Am I gone?
Yeah, no, not
When
yet.
you rejoin, it should delete it.
97123. What if I just show up twice?
That'd be
It's
fun.
like,
Did you get to answer twice?
Yep, you showed up twice.
oh my gosh!
Gosh dang it, I didn't hit buzz.
Okay,
It
well,
just made me.
that's awkward. It's fine.
It didn't work.
I'm in there twice.
Oh.
I know,
Lillian GRF.
Well, one of them should say disconnected on their end.
so. Okay, well maybe then they can clear it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just assign yourself to a team.
Not sure it really matters that
What
much.
is that?
Like some pencil shape?
Oh, ew.
Oh,
Yes, I
yum.
love pencil
My
shaving.
favorite snack.
I remember playing,
Can I get another piece of paper?
It's a forbidden snack.
what's the boot style game and it was like the money?
Oh, give
That's so fun.
That is, I love
I would destroy last year.
Dude, I loved when we did that Among Us game too.
Are these the ones that are like?
So everybody always found out.
We can't do stuff like that very often.
And then
I
the same
like
questions
it.
over
I like
and
it.
over.
I had to down like, yeah, I was just tap buy a couple bonus.
I don't think
Buy a whole
anybody's
bunch.
gonna be really crazy competitive this year because we're all just sort of
So,
happy to be able to do
I
it.
would just nail it. I'd make like
Yeah,
millions
Stan
of dollars.
gets like so
I'd
angry.
max out my money.
What?
You're very
Nothing, Stan.
competitive.
Talking about you, not to you.
I'm gonna have to start using that. Every time I try to get my conversation.
Hey!
I'm not about you.
So- That was impressive.
That actually was. Not gonna lie.
High risk,
Like
high
curved around
reward.
in a short.
I remember
Okay.
1 year.
Are we ready to proceed?
Is Armstrong even in here?
Georgetown's ready?
Yeah.
They're
All
on.
right, here we go.
There he is.
Our first toss-up question is history. This U.S. state contains Chad's Ford, where river crossing was the site of a conflict between Haitian troops and Mad Anthony Wayne during the Continental Army's defeat at the Battle of Brandywine. The Prussian officer Baron von Steuben trained American troops at a winter camp in this state called Valley Forge. For 10 points. And 17.
Stan.
Connecticut?
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
For 10 points, in 1777, British forces drove the Continental Congress out of what state's city of Philadelphia?
Landon.
Pennsylvania. That is correct. The bonus questions are social sciences.
That was an accident.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
For 10 points, answer the following about philosopher Richard Rorty.
Who?
First, Rorty helped revive this school of philosophy pioneered by John Dewey, William James, and Charles Sanders Peirce.
Anybody know a school of that?
No, it's a school of philosophy.
No, it's
We
like,
understand that.
it's got a name like ism.
Okay, too much time, Georgetown?
Revolutionism.
No answer.
Yes.
All right, the answer is pragmatism.
Oh, yeah.
Second question. A book by Rorty is titled For Contingency, Solidarity, and This Concept. And in the dramatic form of this concept, the viewer knows information that a character does not.
They didn't say anything.
Okay, Georgetown?
Irony.
That is correct. Third question.
Actually, Mr.
Rorty argued against foundationalist approaches to this branch of philosophy. Gaidier problems challenge a traditional definition in this branch of philosophy.
Existentialism.
Just say it when you use.
That is incorrect. Georgetown?
Existentialism.
Well, it's a long enough word to match up to this, but it's epistemology.
Epistemology.
All right, toss up social sciences. This country's island of Bohol contains an area of dense dome-shaped hills called the Chocolate Hills. After Novarupta, the biggest volcanic blast of the 20th century occurred in this country's Mount Pinatuba in 1991. Davao City is the largest settlement of this country's island of Mindanao and was once run by this country's current president.
Sand.
Portugal?
That is incorrect. It was once run by this country's current president, Rodrigo Duterte. Pretend.
Landon.
Chile. What did you say? Chile. Right? Okay. It's incorrect. It's the Philippines. Philippines.
If they would have said Manila.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
All right, number 3, toss up math. In modern times, this mathematical concept is often stated in a form called Playfair's axiom. Omer Khayyam tried and failed to prove this concept. Bernard Riemann and Nikolai Lobachevsky each developed a form of geometry that violates this concept, which are called non-Euclidean geometries. The elements contains what postulate whose name references two lines in a plane that do not intersect?
Mason.
What'd you say? Parallel. Parallel is correct.
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Okay, Armstrong. Our bonus is fine arts.
Give me something good. Come on.
This character questions things that you are liable to read in the Bible in a song it ain't necessarily so. For 10 points each, name the stilt peddler who convinces a woman to leave for New York City near the end of the opera, Porgy and Bess. Hey, Georgetown?
Porgy.
Yeah, the name is Sport and Life. Second question, the music for Porgy and Bess is by this American composer of Rhapsody in Blue. Gershwin. Can you repeat that? Gershwin. That is correct.
Hey, I was right.
Third one, Porgy and Bess begins in this community, which is based on a group of houses in Charleston, South Carolina.
It's a community. So it's gonna be like.
I'm thinking as like summer.
Okay, Georgetown?
Cul-de-sac.
No, Catfish Row.
Oh.
All right, number 4 toss-up is literature.
Oh, man.
In a story by this author, whiskey and condoms appear in a hollowed-out Bible owned by Manly Pointer, who joins Holga in the hayloft. In another story by this author, a cat named Pity Singh causes a car accident, stranding a family who later die in the hands of a criminal gang led by the Misfit. 10 points. Name the Southern author of these short stories, Good Country People and A Good Man is Hard to Find.
Mason.
Wild. That is incorrect.
Did you get
Did
it?
you start it yet for the other people?
So, you give them 5 seconds.
Oh, they get 5 seconds.
Well, 5 seconds.
Yours gonna get 5 seconds, answer.
So the answer you're looking for is O'Connor. His name is Mary Flannery O'Connor.
Oh.
Okay, we are on number 5.
5.
Number 5, fine arts. A fresco in this building, painted by Constantino Brumidi, portrays Minerva and Ceres attending the central figure's apotheosis. A Thomas Crawford statue of a woman wearing a helmet adorned with stars and an eagle tops this building dome. 50 pairs of sculptures comprise this building's statuary hall collection. For 10 points, name this building whose rotunda is between its House and Senate chambers.
Sam.
The Capitol building.
That is correct. Bonus, literature.
Pretty sure, but I wasn't quite sure.
A 1936 short story depicts a trial won by this advocate who prevents the devil from taking the soul of Jabez Stone. For 10 points each. First, name this man who addresses a jury of the damned in a story by Stephen Vincent Benet.
Jesus.
Oh no, it's St. Peter, I think. St. Peter?
That is incorrect. Armstrong?
The answer's always Jesus, so you're right.
Daniel Webster from
Yep,
the
Jesus.
story The Devil and Daniel Webster. Second one.
Jesus.
Now you got me hooked up, Chris. While the devil is foiled in Benet's story, he captures the soul of the miser Tom Walker in a story by this 19th century American author.
Same guy who wrote Ichabod and who wrote the
What is it?
Adventures of Ichabod Crane. Washington Irving.
Too late.
Armstrong.
Armstrong? Okay. That is correct. Third, the devil appears to colonial New Englanders in Young Goodman Brown, a story by this author of The Scarlet Letter.
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
That's correct.
Hey, I knew something.
Good job.
Okay, our next toss-up, number 6, is science. In 2003, the thickness of Titan's atmosphere was measured as Titan passed in front of this extended X-ray source, which is expanding more than 1,000 kilometers per second. John Bevis discovered this large cloud of gas in 1731, nearly 700 years after Chinese and Arab scientists recorded the 1054 supernova that created it. For 10 points, what nebula in Taurus is named for a crustacean?
Sam.
What is the Kuiper Nebula?
What was that again, Stan?
The Kuiper Nebula.
That is incorrect.
I was thinking kind of other.
So what nebula is named for a crustacean?
Landon.
Cancer Nebula.
That is incorrect. It says the Crab Nebula or M1 or Taurus A.
Wait, so the answer was crab? You know the question was crab?
The crustacean didn't say crab.
Oh, okay.
Different.
Okay, toss up number 7. History. Members of this tribe surrendered in 1864 at Fort Defiance after losing the Battle of Canyon de Chelly to Kit Carson. U.S. troops forced this tribe to relocate to Bosca Redondo in the Long Walk. Engineer Phil Johnston proposed this tribe's language could be used by the U.S. Marine Corps.
Landon.
No.
That's correct. Our bonus is fine arts. This composer wrote a spirits chorus and a hunter's chorus as part of his incidental music for the play Rosamunde for 10 points each. Name this composer who used his own song, Der Wanderer, as the basis for his notorious difficult Wanderer fantasy. That is incorrect. Georgetown?
Schumann?
That is incorrect. Ron Schubert. Second question. Some scholars claim that Schubert's Entree Acte from Rosamunde was originally intended to be the finale of this symphony, which only has 2 extant movements. That is incorrect. Georgetown?
No answer.
Symphony number 8 in B minor. Next question. Schubert's 9th symphony is nicknamed his Great Symphony in this major key. Playing this major key scale on the piano requires no black keys.
C. It's C. C is no sharp.
C.
What was your answer?
C.
That is correct. Okay, toss up. Social sciences. A prince of this city named Polydorus transformed into a myrtle plant after being killed by King Polymestor of Thrace. A hero meets the ghost of his wife, Lucia, in the city after omens convince his father, Anchises, to leave this city. The destruction of this city is the subject of Book 2 of the Aeneid. For 10 points, what former home of Aeneas is breached by Greek soldiers hiding inside a wooden fort?
Stan.
Troy.
That is correct. Our bonus questions are science.
I was really close to throwing something at you.
Man, I was gonna use.
Rapid growth of algae populations known as algal blooms usually result from this process. For 10 points each, name this process in which an oversupply of nutrients in a body of water leads to depleted oxygen levels.
Oversaturation, I think. Oversaturation.
That is incorrect. Armstrong?
Deoxygenation.
That is incorrect. Well, I think the idea is all right, but it's eutrophication or hypertrophication.
Eutrophication.
Second question, the primary elements that lead to eutrophication are phosphorus and this non-metal common in fertilizers.
Nitrogen.
Nitrate.
Nitrate.
That is correct.
Hey!
Thank you.
This type of algae whose name means whirling whip is one of the organisms that can produce harmful red tides as a result of eutrophication.
Just red algae then?
I don't know if that's right.
Just go with it.
Go with it, yeah.
Red algae?
That is incorrect. Do you have any answer, Armstrong?
It's green algae.
Black bear algae.
It's present Stenoflagellates.
Duh.
Thumbs up. Literature, number 9. Characters in this novel are challenged to think of 3 things very dull during an excursion to Box Hill. In this novel's opening sentence, the protagonist is described as handsome, clever, and rich. After a mild flirtation with Frank Churchill, this novel's title character marries her wealthy neighbor, George Knightley. Miss Woodhouse tries to be a matchmaker in what 1815 novel by Jane Austen?
Stan.
Jane Eyre?
That is incorrect.
Watch it be Pride and Prejudice.
No, title woman.
Something by her.
Mason.
What else did she make up for a woman?
That is incorrect. It's called Emma.
Oh, I would do that.
Thumbs up number 10, science.
Jane Eyre is by Charlotte Bronte.
A typical dye-sensitized solar cell contains nanocrystals of this metal's dioxide. Magnesium converts its elements tetrachloride.
No,
Stan.
I didn't mean to press the button.
Sorry,
You
too
gotta give an
bad.
element.
I didn't mean to press the button, so I'm just gonna guess iron.
That is incorrect.
It's probably silver.
Magnesium converts its elements tetrachloride to its metallic form in the Kroll process, which purifies its elements from its ore rutile. This element's dioxide is used in white paints and sunscreens. It has been used to replace aluminum in airplane parts because it resists corrosion. What element's atomic symbol is Ti?
Titanium.
Kelly.
Titanium.
That is correct.
I know, I was in sunscreen.
All right, bonus is miscellaneous.
Take that off your list.
This team's 17-year streak of missing the playoffs ended in 2017. For 10 points each, name this team that won a wild card slot with players such as Tyrod Taylor and running back LaShawn McCoy. What?
It ain't the Bears.
No, that's incorrect.
No, it definitely ain't them.
Doors down, you got 5 seconds.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles.
The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but no one likes them.
Second one.
I've
The
never
Bills
met a
got to the playoffs thanks to a 49-yard touchdown pass thrown by the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback to defeat the Baltimore Ravens. Andy Dalton? That's correct.
I don't know football players.
Last question. After the Bills made the playoffs, the record for the longest current playoff drought passed to this team, which in 2017 went 0-16. In 2021, this team beat Pittsburgh Steelers in their first playoff win since 1995.
Is this the freaking Packers?
That is correct.
What was it?
It was.
I know, right?
We're number 11, right?
Number 11.
Oh,
Number 11, toss up fine arts.
Chat.
This painting includes the numbers 29 and 25 on a dagger and a book to represent the ages of its subjects. A book containing a hymn by Martin Luther is visible in this painting, along with 2 globes and a lute with a broken string on tables in front of a green curtain. The subject of this painting flanked an anamorphic skull on the floor. For
For 10 points, name this painting of two diplomats by Hans Holbein the Younger.
Olivia. Henry III.
That is incorrect.
I can literally see it in my head, but I don't know what it's called.
The answer was the ambassadors. The ambassadors, or the French ambassadors.
Yep.
All right. Number 12, literature. In her final scene, this character says, to bed, after hearing knocking at the gate. This woman remarks that an old man had so much blood in him as she is observed by a doctor who notes her slumbering.
Adrian.
I mean,
Yeah.
wait, Lady Macbeth.
That is correct.
I wasn't even paying
We
attention.
just watched
Oh,
that
crap.
today.
Bonus.
Hell yeah. I'm
All
sorry.
right, George, on bonus. Math.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, computers.
And for 10 points each, answer these questions about the factorial function.
It's not about computers.
What is the smallest positive integer whose factorial has a unit digits of 0?
1.
1.
That is incorrect.
I forgot the
What's there?
factorials.
Armstrong,
Factorial?
the answer is 5.
Oh.
I didn't.
Second question, Georgetown. The sum of 4 factorial plus 5 factorial plus 6 factorial is equal to what integer times 4 factorial?
I want to say 7. None of us know, so.
It's gonna be huge.
Like 107.
107.
Armstrong,
Factorial's 1 times 2 times 3 times 4.
says 36.
No.
It wasn't.
The last one, Georgetown. What is the quotient of 16 factorial divided by 14 factorial?
16 times 15.
23. Oh, it's divided by.
Hands up, Armstrong. 24. It's 240. 240.
That's a big number.
That's half time. Do you guys want to have a break or do you want to keep going?
Does anybody got Pete? No, we're good on Pete.
We are good to keep going.
Good on you.
Okay, so we'll keep going then.
All right. Moving on to number 13, toss up, math. This is the only data type for which Java provides interning. And it is the type of argument to curls, UC, and LC functions. In C, values of this type are null terminated, and they are the data against which Unix regular expressions are matched. In many languages, the plus sign joins 2 of them, which is an operation called concatenation. For 10 points, name this data type consisting of a sequence of characters.
Stan.
A string.
That is correct.
Hey.
Argument was in my head the whole time.
Our bonus is history. This law was passed largely to protect Edwin M. Stanton, who was nonetheless fired by Andrew Johnson in 1868. Stanton's dismissal was a flagrant violation of what 1867 act, which barred the president from removing certain officials without Senate consent?
What was it called? What 1867? The Removal Act?
Yeah, just go with that.
Okay, Armstrong?
So this is that.
That is incorrect. It's called the Tenure of Office Act. Second one, Georgetown. Stanton held this cabinet level office
It was eliminated in 1947 in favor of a similar role of the Secretary of Defense.
Was like Secretary of the Military?
Secretary of Offense.
Oh my god, do it.
Secretary of Offense.
Incorrect. Armstrong?
Secretary of War.
That is correct.
Oh my god, why did
I
you
told you it was like
All right,
military
third one,
season.
Georgetown. Stanton's popularity stemmed in part from his leadership role in capturing this assassin of Abraham Lincoln.
John Wilkes Booth.
Correct.
You sound so excited.
Yay.
Okay, around to topic number
Points.
14, science. This man lends his name to a series of concentric light and dark bands produced by a convex piece of glass resting on a flat glass. Young's double slit experiment challenged this man's theory that light is made up of discrete corpuscles. This man's 1704 treatise, Optics, described his many experiments involving prisms. For 10 points, name this English scientist who also formulated 3 laws of motion.
Newton.
Sir Isaac Newton.
That is correct.
Yes.
Guys, we're getting our butts handed.
Bonus, social sciences. This woman's 2016 canonization led to public celebrations and sculpture for 10 points each. Name this Macedonian nun who died in 1997. She founded hospices in Calcutta that have been criticized for providing a low level of care.
If they don't get this.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Correct. Second one. Mother Teresa founded this Catholic organization of nuns which serves vulnerable people around the world.
Yeah. It's an organization of nuns.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Nuns.
That is incorrect. Georgetown?
Mother Teresa's Worldly Convent.
That is clever, but incorrect. It's Missionaries of Charity. Third question. One of Mother Teresa's hospices in Calcutta was for people with this bacterial infection. Father Damien treated this disease in Hawaii in the late 1800s.
I love this shit. Gangrene. It's gotta be gangrene.
Leprosy.
I don't know if that's bacterial though.
It's not.
That is incorrect. Georgetown?
Gangrene.
That is incorrect. Leprosy.
What? Oh my god.
All right, number 15. Georgia, fine arts.
I quit.
This work's overture, which its composer called symphony, is one of its only 2 purely instrumental sections. The first scene of this work's third and final part opens with the soprano air, I Know That My Redeemer Liveth. The line, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, is sung in one pitch in this work's Hallelujah chorus. For 10 points,
Wow.
Landon.
Amazing Grace.
that is incorrect. For 10 points, name this oratorio celebrating Christ by George Frederick Handel.
Christ is good.
No talking.
It's called The Messiah. The Messiah.
That song.
I'm burned out already.
Topic number 16, history.
No.
The first cabinet member from this party, Arthur Henderson, won the Nobel Prize for work in the Geneva Disarmament Conference. The forged Zinoviev letter undercut this party's support during an election in which this party was led by its first prime minister, Ramsay MacDonald. In the 1920s, this party eclipsed the Liberals to become the main rival of the Conservatives. For 10 points, name this left-wing British party.
Mason.
Libertarian.
No, that is incorrect.
It's got a really weird name to it.
5 seconds for
Did we get
Georgetown.
that?
No, because they ran out of
Okay, okay. Georgetown? It's the Labor Party.
Labor.
All right, toss up, science, number 17. These cells break down in glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency, which confers resistance to a disease caused by Plasmodium. Thalassemus can cause a deficiency in these cells, which mature from reticulitis. These cells are deficient in anemias, such as a genetic disease in which these cells are sickle-shaped.
Landon.
Blood cells.
That is incorrect. For 10 points, name these cells that contain hemoglobin and carry oxygen in the circulatory system.
Stan.
Red blood cells.
That is correct.
That's what I think. I think I should have.
It doesn't have a prompt.
Yeah, but. I would have fucking on that. Sorry, Armstrong. I guess. How do you guys want to handle that? Keep going or?
Other times this prompt like this.
It was against Steve, I don't want Steve to decide.
I would go for not where you do it, because I thought we should have gotten a prompt and let him pick the blood cell, but.
We have extra questions.
Okay.
Let me see those extra questions at the back.
That's right.
They didn't give us any extra questions.
Yeah, you have to use if you decide to do that, you have to use the prompt and first part of the boxes we skip. That's one of the problems with using NAQT is if there isn't something like this, you gotta scramble a little.
For tiebreaker.
Okay, so what he's saying is on toss-up 2. Zane, you okay with that?
Thumbs up.
So like on toss-up 2, we'll just do 2 and then give him A, and if they get that right, then you go through the bonuses. I literally don't.
Okay, so we're just gonna, so the top is gonna be 2A in history?
Yeah. So, and if they get that right, then you go and do 17.
All right, we're gonna do a toss-up on
Don't
history.
win, those are coming home with me and you don't get any.
All right, you guys ready?
Thank you.
Name this 1904 to 1905 war in which a European power was shockingly defeated by an Asian country's newly modernized military.
Landon.
The Russo-Japanese War.
That is correct. All right, so now we're going to the bonuses. 17. All right. So bonuses on 17 are literature. After a speeding carriage hits a child in the city, its owner callously tosses a coin to the grieving father. For 10 points, name the city where the lawyer Sidney Carton was executed in an 1859 novel. Okay, north now?
Middlemarch.
No, it's Paris. Second toss up, Armstrong. Paris and London are the title locations in this author's novel, A Tale of Two Cities.
Tolstoy.
That is incorrect. Georgetown?
Leo Tolstoy.
Charles Dickens.
Tolstoy's
Her
word.
question. This Parisian woman knits as she observes the scene of the carriage accident. During the French Revolution, she dies while trying to capture Lucy Darnay. That is incorrect. Georgetown?
No answer.
Madame Teresa Defarge. All right, toss up number 18, social science.
Mr. McCorkle wants a timeout.
Okay.
30 seconds or a minute?
60.
60.
Okay, sounds good.
Sam, go get me a water.
Yeah. Where are they?
The cooler in the guidance area. Abby and for Chris.
Where you graduate?
130 to 80. FYI.
Yeah, Adrian, I
They are
didn't hear you say
winning.
that. But I'll sign behind you so I can be part of it.
If you know a bonus, you need to speak up.
I'll just close the tab.
I can't believe it was leprosy.
Yeah, that was
That was
pretty
such a shock.
That's not a bacteria.
I didn't think it was.
I'm like, I don't know.
Side note, you can literally be blown down outside right now, like.
Yeah, I keep getting wind advisory alerts on my phone, and I'm like, great.
I hope Santa realizes he only has 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's not going to, so someone's gonna have to grab that.
Yeah.
Mouse.
Well,
So Chris and Sam.
yeah, like, can Chris just go in now? Because Stan's not gonna be here, so.
I haven't noticed though.
Right, that pizza looks so good.
It's a ball.
I know. I'm imagining my brain.
Stanley, hurry up. That means run.
Oh, I thought he was right there, but he's not. Oh, okay. Don't worry.
Maybe he's all the way down the hall. I just oh, okay.
We're ready.
Awesome, all right.
Are we ready?
Thumbs up.
All right.
18.
We're gonna sell.
Number 18, social sciences. This sociologist described nude villagers emerging from giant ostrich feather wraps of huts in a book that began, I Hate Traveling and Explorers, and which describes the native peoples of Brazil. In another text, this man placed boiling, smoking, and roasting meat at the 3 points of a culinary triangle. Tristis Topikis is a memoir by what French sociologist who wrote The Raw and the Crooked?
Landon.
What was that name again? No, that is incorrect.
Stan.
Maslow.
No, it says Claude Levi Strauss. Okay, number 19, math. This operation is used to find the entries in a Jacobian matrix. If a function has the same output for two different inputs, this operation on the function must give 0 somewhere, according to Rawls' theorem. When two functions are composed together, the chain rule specifies how to perform this operation. 10 points name this calculus operation that gives the slope of a tangent line to a function's graph.
Olivia. You ready?
I'm sorry, Olivia, couldn't hear you. You said derivative?
Again.
Can you say it one more time? You are correct. I'm sorry, I put you through that. Okay. Our bonus is history.
They need to find a new room.
Yeah.
This man was forced to surrender his brother, Ferdinand, the Holy Prince, as a hostage after a disastrous 1437 invasion of Tangier. For 10 points each, name this prince. His nickname refers to his support for explorers such as Diego de Silva.
Ferdinand.
What? That should have been Armstrong.
What did you say?
That was Armstrong.
Ferdinand.
That is incorrect.
No answer.
No answer. Prince Henry the Navigator.
Uh,
Question B. Henry the Navigator was from this kingdom which divided the New World with Spain in the Treaty of Tordesillas.
Portugal.
That is correct. Third question. Henry's explorations were partly motivated by the desire to find a mythical Christian king or prester with this name who ruled in Asia or Africa.
King Richard.
That is incorrect. Georgetown?
El Dorado.
That's what I thought too. Person I'm looking for is John or Johann. Toss up miscellaneous. Number 20. The creation of these title items is central to a 1977 book by Eleanor Core. The term Senbaruzu refers to a large group of these items, which are often connected by strings.
Landon.
Archipelago.
That is incorrect. Creating a large quantity of these objects allegedly allows a wish made by the creator to be granted. Upon being hospitalized, the 12-year-old atomic bomb survivor, Sadoki Sasaki, sought to make 1,000 of what folded figures?
Adrian. Oh, wait, yeah, Adrian.
Paper cranes.
That is correct. Or origami cranes.
After 1,000.
Bonus, social science.
Well, that's sad.
Yes.
This city contains Oral Roberts University, which is named for a televangelist. For 10 points each, name the city where white mobs carried out a 1921 massacre of African Americans in the Greenwood District, which was then known as Black Wall Street.
Zoot Suit Riots. I don't remember what did you say what state it was in?
No.
What?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis?
Too late. Armstrong?
Annapolis.
At this package. Tulsa.
I can't understand a word of that.
Tulsa is a major city in this Sooner state.
Oklahoma.
Correct. Third question. Tulsa sits near the southwestern edge of this mountainous region in the central U.S. Springfield, Missouri is known as the Queen City of these mountains.
Yeah, I've seen that. The Appalachians?
That is incorrect.
That's East Coast.
Armstrong?
The Ozarks.
What did you say?
The Ozarks.
That is correct.
Oh,
That is correct.
yeah.
All right, toss up literature, number 21. The protagonist of this novel goes to a store run by Dennis Eady to look for a bottle of glue. During a dinner scene in this novel, a cat breaks a special red glass pickle dish. This novel's protagonist tries to escape his unhappy marriage to Xena by making a suicide pact with Maddie Silver. For 10 points. A smash up on a sled seriously injures the titled farmer in what 1911 novel by Edith Wharton? That was Ethan Frome. Toss up history number 22. A 1971 coup in this country overthrew a socialist president who won the Mango Crisis, Milton Obote. In 1972, this country's dictator expelled all Asian residents, most of whom were Indian. The book, The Last King of Scotland, was about this country's dictator who allowed Palestinian hijackers to land at the airport in Entebbe. For 10 points, in 1979, Tanzania invaded and toppled what country's dictator? Idi Amin.
Stan.
What is the Democratic Republic of the
I can't hear you, Stan.
Democratic Republic of the Congo?
That is incorrect. Yep. Armstrong?
Mason.
Bangladesh.
That is incorrect. It's Uganda, or the Republic of Uganda. Well, takes us over to number 23, math. Ramanujan approached this challenge by using a segment with a length of the fourth root of 9 squared plus 19 squared over 22. That approximate solution was possible because square roots can be taken with one of these challenges allowed tools. This exact construction is impossible because pi is transcendental. For 10 points, name this ancient Greek problem of using compass and straight edge to duplicate a shape's area.
Stan.
The Archimedes problem?
That is incorrect.
Landon.
Translation.
That is incorrect. It says it's squaring the circle. Squaring the circle. Last toss up, social sciences. A pope who took this papal name was rumored to have had an affair with Matilda of Tuscany, the owner of the castle visited by Emperor Henry IV during the walk to Canossa on the investiture controversy. The first pope of this name sent Augustine of Canterbury on a mission to Christianize England. For 10 points, give this name of a great pope who developed a type of plain chant used in medieval music.
Stan.
Oh no. Wait. Oh my gosh, we're wait, did we get?
What happened? Nope.
Oh,
we're back.
Okay,
Oh,
Sorry.
John Paul?
it's okay.
What was your answer, Stan?
John Paul?
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Armstrong?
Dang, that was funny.
No answer? Okay, it's called the Gregorian chant for Pope Gregory. Pope Gregory.
Is that?
That's the last one.
You're on 24? Yes.
My phone's about.
Oh, okay, okay, I was getting wrong. Okay, so we have.
Jesus!
Let me my sibling. Armstrong 160 and Georgetown 100.
Yes,
I had Georgetown 101.
thumbs up. We can't get 1 point.
I had 110.
110.
Thank you, everybody.
We lost anyway.
We had Georgetown at 110.
It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
We still lost.
I have 100.
No, the coach has 100. You're fine.
We're good, we got it, we got this, thank you guys.
We had
Man, I
all
appreciate you sticking your math club. And to keep you here.
He thanked me for it.
Yeah, and let's see,
Bye, people on the live stream. That's the end of our matches. We lost that one, 110 to 160.
But hey, we won and lost it.
End